Hello, welcome. It's HardLore time. How are you, Bo?
I am sick.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm sick of your crap.
I thought I was sick from casino smoke and just like talking a lot.
Uh-huh.
And then Sunday night, Monday morning, it was like, I'm sick.
Wow, that's crazy. I feel so good.
What'd you have for dinner?
It's 3:20, brother.
What'd you have for lunch?
I had the same teriyaki bowl I eat every single day.
Okay. All right.
I am full.
What are we talking about, Colin?
We're talking about LDB Fest 2023, a smash hit. This flyover state has made themselves undeniable.
That's a good way
Am
to
I
put
right?
it.
You know,
Really? Yeah, absolutely.
from undesirable to undeniable, as one Nepo baby wrestler also says.
I'm trying to think of like maybe the first time I had been to Louisville. And I think it was with like Expire and Rattletooth Harm's Way toured. And it was 12, 14 years ago. Long
And it was
time.
probably pretty good.
It wasn't.
Oh, nice.
No, it wasn't. Well, no. So my point being, obviously, is that it went from something that where even Expire there, which at the time Expire in Louisville did.
Expire
really well.
was the Chromags.
Exactly.
In whatever year that was.
And dude, I'll never forget during one of the bands. So it was at a vet's hall, and I was standing in the back, kind of like where the bar was. Someone grabbed an American flag, like the flag that was like in a thing. It was like, you know. And this guy came out, an older guy, looked straight at me, and he went, "We don't take abuse on the flag." And I just went, okay. Yeah. I was like, all right.
And James was probably behind you going, hell yeah, man.
No, I don't know.
Me neither. The first time I played there was also probably with Expire. It was a Soul Search Minus tour. It was the Chestnut House, historic place where people lived and died and moshed and survived.
Slept while on tour.
I've spat on the stage where I then slept many times. But that was one of the first good Twitching Tongue sets, was Chestnut House.
How about that?
One of the first like 3 or 4 ones where we were like,
we maybe got it.
This guy that sang in that Another Mistake band that just played knows some words.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the point being, obviously, that it went from a not great vet hall show or a good but surely not very attended house show.
No, but I was like, I mean, it was probably 30, 40 people, but felt insane. But yeah, comparatively, it's
now we have 2,500 tickets sold.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was like 2,380 or something. I don't know. I heard someone say a number, and it was like,
that's a lot.
It's a lot.
I mean, think about the other LDBs we've both played. Mm-hmm. We both played one where that felt like a show in a venue.
Yeah.
And
I didn't go to the golden year that everyone references, which I
What
think
was
you
the golden
did.
year?
It was like either last year or the one before, 22 or 21.
Last year was the one that God's Hate played. We played last year and it was amazing.
I think it's that one then. It was a different venue than this year, right?
Yeah, it was. I really liked that venue. And then we played, and then Twitching Tongues has not played a show since LDB 2019.
Is that the skate park one?
It's the skate park one. I love that.
The skate park was sick. It sounded
Cool.
bad. I mean,
So did this one.
it's a bunch of pine. Yeah. It's the bigger the room, the hard. It's
Harder
difficult.
you need max bodies to make a room rock. And when one person doing sound for a whole day is never gonna work. Your
For all
ears need time.
And for all the kinds of bands.
All the kinds of bands.
A really
10
good example
minutes
of
to
that
make it work.
was going from Choir Boy at the AFI concert, who did not sound great, and I love Choir Boy.
Yeah, but that's like an adaptation to a venue of that size.
Of course, and probably a house song guy. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing.
But then
Chelsea Wolfe sounded like $1 billion.
Dude, Chelsea Wolfe sounded like a Lakers game.
Yeah.
Is the best way I could describe it.
Yeah, it sounded fucking crazy.
It was crazy.
So that's just an example of how like it's hard to have one house sound person.
Yeah. It just doesn't. It's never gonna. It's okay, and that's okay. That's part of that comes with the territory with fests.
So Wednesday, I met you guys at O'Hare because you had a layover.
Yeah.
We had Ron's.
Oh.
Terminal 3.
We geared up. We soldiered up. Met our boy Ronald.
Angry. You were
Give me a break, dude. I've been flying all day. You just got there.
Yeah. Strolled right in. Pre-check. Always the best decision.
It's insane to me that Chicago just has a 2-hour direct flight to anywhere in the world. What's up with that?
O'Hare. It's just O'Hare.
That's the price of the brutal nuclear winters. Flying is kind of good.
Kind of okay. Yeah, and I don't even. Yeah, we've talked about this before, but I don't even like O'Hare. But I guess it just is the.
It's convenient. There's a layover everywhere, so it's easy. I ate McDonald's Wednesday. Got to the Caesars, Southern Indiana, baby. and then it truly.
It really began. Did we go that night? Yeah, we did go that.
Yeah, it started out pretty dark.
Go ahead.
My ATM max for withdrawing is $500.
Oh, you're gonna share that? Oh my.
Yeah,
God.
it's fine. I'm gonna get into it because we're going. This is the full HardLore experience here.
Yeah, you're right.
So you can generally make something happen with $500 and on some slots, you know? Generally. Needless to say, at the end of Wednesday, I was down about $500. Just about $500. And that was the end of that night. I was like, tomorrow I'll regroup. I'll come back.
I think,
and I'm gonna get it all back.
I took 100 out and I made 100. I left 100 up, which is like not crazy.
No, but Bo,
nice.
That's a great night.
It's nice, yeah, of course.
If you don't lose,
yeah,
you're a millionaire.
Totally.
You're so up.
So up right now.
So great job.
And then it was that. Did we go to bed and then somebody went back in the next morning?
No, that was Friday. Thursday was very special.
Well, first we had Waffle House.
Oh, was that Wednesday?
Yeah. No. Thursday morning.
Oh, yeah, that was fine.
I had a great time.
It was fine.
Okay.
This to me, the 2 Waffle House visits we did this time reassured me that I'm like, yeah, it's fine. If it was here, I would never ever go.
I'm glad.
But because you and I can go twice a year, I can't wait to go next year. Twice.
Okay, fair enough. I got you.
Thursday,
we hung out with the mayor of Louisville.
We really did.
All damn day. Oldham County's finest.
We made a film.
We made a full-length film.
We made a full-length feature film with Mr. Brian Garris. We explored his city. We started at Quills, where we went every day.
Did we go every day?
Every day. I got Quills every day.
I did too. Even on Monday, we went.
There we go. We got Quills every day. I don't want to give away the whole.
No, but it
film.
was cool. We just talked, and Brian, he's a really quiet guy, and kind of reserved, but we're buds, so he kind of blossomed a little bit.
It wasn't an interview. It was just guys being dudes, which is always fun. Nothing better than that. So that was great.
We had a hot brown.
The hot brown.
Which is...
You can know they can wait for the...
Oh, okay.
Wait for the movie.
It was... Okay.
Right. It's fine. I'd eat it again.
I did it again. I almost did.
Thursday night, after making the movie. And again, my daily ATM withdrawal limit is $500. So, I hit Huff and More Puff once more to get revenge. And needless to say, by the end of this night, I was down about $1,000. But it's like, but I've been there before. And if here's the thing that you have to remember, that you can apply to every aspect of your life. You ready? You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
The only way to be sure that you will fail in anything is to quit.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
The only way to fail is to quit. It's the only way.
You got brutalized.
I got brutalized. I was fucked.
That was
in the ass.
That was fast.
So fast.
That was when you were destitute in the elevator.
Yeah, I was not feeling good because you hope after the first night you're like, this is $500. I'll get that back someday. The next day you go $1,000. I could have used that on something.
I believe the word ruined was used.
I'm ruined. That's what I said. Friday morning, after the Knocked Loose, the movie, we're ready. Friday morning, we're ready to go to the show. I'm up about an hour before y'all. So I said, you know what? Considering my ATM cash withdrawal limit is about $500, I might as well go one more time.
Oh my God.
Needless to say, before the show, I was down about $1,500.
Dude. You were describing addiction.
No.
Oh, well.
I'm describing not quitting. I'm describing work ethic. This is what Earth Crisis was actually talking about the new ethic. Gambling until you win. Eventually, you have to win, statistically.
Yeah.
Right?
So Friday was the first day of the show.
Yes.
Cold.
We're 12 minutes in. We'll just dive right into it.
I mean, I'll talk about anything else. I was trying to talk about a hot brown, and you shot me out.
No. We'll dive. I'm doing it's a podcast joke,
Oh, I got you.
Well, so we'll just jump right into it.
We'll jump right in.
Several minutes in.
Cold like the Dickens.
Man.
It was colder there than it was in Chicago.
Dude, it was
crazy.
Thermonuclear.
It was rough.
And I prepared for rain Friday. So all I have is my gorgeous waterproof God's Hate jacket, my only raincoat, which is fleece lined. So it's kind of warm, but it's not like Arctic, Alaskan winter warm.
It's not Arcteryx.
It's not. No, which even that I was told wasn't doing it for the nuclear German winter that Louisville was for some reason happening.
Crazy.
I mean, we could just go straight up.
Well, let's talk about, I think we talk about all the ups and downs. The initial down.
Parking.
It was a bit of a mess. Everyone parked in a lot across the street that apparently was no good.
And how would they know?
How would anyone know? Well, I guess somebody blocked in a truck. And that's why then they were like, okay, call tow trucks.
You know what's funny is when we were looking in that lot, we were like, how's this truck getting out?
Yeah, exactly.
And he came in later, he said, hey, I'm getting out whether y'all move or not.
Apparently parking was okay at the Marriott, which we found out, or at the abandoned under construction hotel before the venue.
But again, we didn't know that. So I was driving around the fucking rental just being like, fucking just so mad. Parked at the Marriott, I took the risk, was ready to be towed, didn't give a fuck. And then we were in.
Dude, we checked in. Everybody was cool. Pass was ready to rock. Alex had texted me earlier in the week asking what we needed. Took care of us spectacularly.
Yeah, that felt really good. The room, they put us in a nice little room, which is like, we're just starting doing this,
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah.
We get there and we hope for the best.
Yeah.
And so far, everybody's been so fucking sick.
This was my favorite one because there was no I don't want to sound like a dick, but we didn't have to ask. It was just we're excited that you're here. Will this be enough for you guys? To which our response is,
our name was on the flyer.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool. It's on the shirt too, which I'm bummed I didn't get a shirt. Yeah, wow. They're redoing them. Maybe I'll ask you, Alex.
That's nice. Yeah. First one.
First one. Yep.
We're just a couple weeks shy from year one.
Your wife
of
told me
HardLore.
it's April 27th.
April 27th.
That was the first one. So
we're just almost there. And it's been what a crazy year. Let's start it from the top here.
the lineup.
Yeah.
Who opened the fest?
Dose.
Aha.
Midwest. HC. 2
Iowa.
days in a row, the Midwest band opened, which that's nice.
That's cool. I feel like
Yeah.
that's appropriate. All right, listen. Iowa is Midwest.
Yeah.
That's Midwest to me.
That's that's where all the corn comes from, right?
Quite a bit. But I've gone on record and I've gone on many tangents, and this is the start of a brief one, in saying that I don't like the Midwest, meaning Milwaukee and Lawrence, Kansas, and Omaha and Oklahoma City. Like, that's just like a crazy big region that doesn't make any sense.
Where does Midwest come from?
I have no idea, but it's bullshit.
The middle of the West or the west of the middle?
I believe it's your midway to the western part of the country. Chicago is not
Just
that.
say mid.
Yeah, whatever.
You know?
I love the term Great Lakes.
Yeah. You're a Great Lakeman.
I'm a Great Lake head.
You ever swim in them lakes?
Yeah, as a kid, we would go to Lake Michigan, the lake that's right off the city. But like, it was sometime in like 2008 or something. There was an E. coli breakout from sewage from Milwaukee. And now when you go, there's like a flag that says like low E. coli today. So I'm out.
Perfect.
I'm checked out of that.
Okay, that's where all the Chipotle lettuce comes from. So Dose opened. Think I Care vibes. That was your assessment, right?
Yeah, very Think I Care vibes, which is like good. And I kind of feel like maybe that style of hardcore is kind of coming back. I love stuff like that. I'm a big Think I Care knife fight.
Pissed, mad and fast.
Floor Tom, you know?
The faces. Surgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shit. The cool thing, and we'll get into this a lot, but like, there truly was no bad set.
How can that be?
Like, reaction wise, how are you all doing that?
Every fest has.
How do you have the
sets.
stamina for that?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was crazy. I mean, I really more than any other fest, I think that was the vibe here. And you know, this fest skewed younger.
Definitely.
Maybe not necessarily just in age, but in like age in hardcore, you know? Like a lot of newer fans of the genre here who were going off all day, which is what can you hope for more so than that, you know?
Yeah, I wonder if that's a testament to like TikTok and Hate56 and YouTube and possibly us and like whatever, kind of getting newer, younger, less experienced people into this thing. Maybe. I'd like to think a little bit. You know what else I was thinking about, dude? How amazing would it be to just see like a 0.1% bump in McDonald's sales accredited to HardLore?
Like 1 year ago?
Just one little bump.
Like, something happened.
I don't know what's going on, but
I mean, like that happened.
of course,
you know?
it has to, right?
That
Like,
we made a difference.
like
to McDonald's.
irrefutable.
So I would love it if they could show me some fucking respect. Because by this point, I'm down $1,500, you know? And I know Ronald's got that.
He's got it. Who was next?
And again, Ronald, my cash withdrawal limit is about $500 a day. Age of Panic was next.
Age of Panic from Kentucky.
From Kentucky. So we got some locals.
Yeah, kind of metalcore-ish. Kind of, yeah, a few of those Panic chords. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, people moshing the whole time.
And there was a fucking, you know what I think is brilliant about this fest is there was a Twitch stream the entire fest.
Yeah. So literally anybody in the world, if you have FOMO, or you can just watch the whole thing.
Dude, you could just watch it. You can subscribe to the channel, which is a way in which you can support the fest.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'm sure I didn't check, but I would hope they had their donations and tip jars and everything set up.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
I'm sure other fests and stuff have done that, but I've not seen it presented in such a way.
Right.
That's fucking genius, IMO.
Agreed. And, right now, while I'm looking at, I've said things skewed younger in hardcore years, but looking at the lineups for both days, it skews younger in bands as well. Like, very similar to the Sound and Fury structure, where it's like, hey, most of these bands are new to all of you.
Check them out.
And they're fucking all going to have a really good set, which was very impressive. My boys Upon Stone were next.
They're from Los Angeles.
Valley.
Yes. And Taylor recorded them?
Taylor recorded them. Xavier sings. Gage plays guitar. Drummer's a fucking machine.
Yeah, it's very...
Plays to a click.
Oh, he plays to a click?
Yeah.
Very melodic.
At the gates.
Very at the gates. Very Gothenburg.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like, it's like an impossible band to mosh to, yet some found a way.
Yeah.
It's more of like a, hi.
That guy. Yeah.
Hi. Once they have long hair in a year, it's fucking game over. They're going to be huge. Hold My Own. Up next.
Chicago.
Sir Greg
Shane Merrill.
Falchetto. Chicago, Jersey connection.
That's right.
We did a mini with Greg about Hold My Own and about the Mongoloids.
Yes, we did. That was a really good conversation.
It was really good.
I had a good time during that.
And his journey from Mongoloids frontman to like business manager to the stars, essentially.
Literally.
Which was really, really cool, really interesting, and not a thing that a lot of people know about him, I think.
I don't think so. I didn't even know.
Like the guy from the Mongoloids
is
like
TikTok.
Absolutely murdering it, He knew so much about TikTok analytics and stuff that
like right off the rip that I created the HardLore TikTok.
On the spot. Yeah.
On the spot. Fun. So if you're on TikTok, follow us. There's nothing posted yet, but there will be.
It'll be good someday. He and I will do we'll do dances. We'll learn the Renegade and we'll fuck some shit up, dude. I'm gonna be doing the Renegade.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm bringing back. I gotta do the Help Me challenge with you.
Yeah, you gotta do that, and you gotta do
Help me! Just scare the shit out of you. But Hold My Own fucking rocks. This is they're always playing really early whenever we get to one of these fests, so we miss them. This is the first time. Yeah, we were able to just watch Hold My Own.
Yeah, we missed.
So great job, Hold My Own.
Yeah, right. That's right.
Spy up next, playing early as hell for a band their fucking size.
Are they big? I don't know a whole lot about them.
Yeah. People love Spy. They're Bay.
They're Bay.
They're Bay Area punk shit. Again,
very
not to objectify here.
I'm not saying it this time.
You're gonna let me do it?
I'm gonna let you say whatever.
Yo, the singer's got a fucking hammer on him.
Piece on him for sure.
Congrats,
Mazel
Spy. They've had an amazing year, straight up.
First time I saw him was at Sound and Fury.
Yeah.
So,
and they're like doing it. So
that's sick.
And again, had a great set.
Like I said, I like that kind of music. I'm more punk.
Yeah.
I lean punk.
I know you are. MAD.
Mutually Assured Destruction.
Mutually Ace Destruction.
Yeah. When they were playing is right when we like kind of set up merch stuff, or like they started when we were standing over there. So we were able to like watch them because it's a straight shot from the merch doors.
From the back, it's interesting how different the fest feels from the back of the room.
If you took a picture from the back of the room and sent it to somebody, they would be like, "Damn, not a lot of people, huh?"
And then from the stage, it's the Pacific Ocean.
A thing happens where there's like diminishing returns with capacity.
Yeah.
Where if you have a room that can fit 2,500 people, that also has to fit like 3 square feet per person. So it makes the room fucking huge.
There was for sure. I mean, I would imagine some like COVID capacity restrictions were happening.
Probably, but like if you think about any arena, how many people you could pack into there.
Well, yeah.
There's so much space wasted.
1 more billion.
Yeah, exactly. So it's really just that.
Yeah. But then when you get up close, you can see it's like, oh, it's lit.
There's a ton
The whole
of fucking
time.
people.
Yeah.
They sounded good. Who's nice?
We sold all our boxes between this.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
That was awesome. We got to meet people. I kind of liked that. I
loved it.
I also liked that, like, you and I did not have our thing set up for more than, 2 hours?
If that.
And I like that. Because, like, I want to have our stuff there. I want people to be able to get it. Obviously, like, selling stuff is cool.
But we realistically cannot sit there the whole day. You know?
And nor do I want to take away from the pool.
Right.
There's only so much money. For
Yes.
you, it's about $500 a day.
For me,
And-
it's $500 cash withdrawal limit.
And,
So,
you know, I don't want to take away from the money that could be going to touring bands, blah, blah, blah. So I like
Yes.
that it was like we had very limited stuff. We brought it. We said hi. We were done. Then we moved on. And I think that's kind of the
not
model.
to spoil the question section later, but somebody asked, like, did you mind me punishing you between? And it's like, here's the thing you got to understand. I spend every fucking second of my life on this goddamn show. Like every second of it. So when somebody comes up and is like, hey, I like the show, me being like, fuck you would be the most insane.
That would be insane.
Like, oh, thank you for liking the thing I spend every second of my life doing.
And we've said this before, like, or at least I know I have, like, we aren't shit. Like, HardLore is not shit and would not be anything if not for people listening.
No,
and for
that's the only reason we're able to do this. Is
and the
'cause
bands,
people have responded
you
to
know.
it.
So
truly.
it feels good. It feels good to be quote unquote.
And it
punished.
just, dude, think about like what our goal was a year ago. It was like, yeah, let's tell a story for 30 minutes.
That really is it.
That's it.
And then it turned into this. We had
Now we're
press
live
credentials.
reporters on the.
Yeah.
So thanks, you did that.
Thank you.
Volcano was next. Maybe my top 3 sets of the weekend. for
Set
me.
of the day, I would say.
Yeah,
They sounded fucking bananas.
incredible. This was the one where I was watching them from the doorway,
Yeah.
and you were like in my ear, just going, "This is like the most you thing."
Yeah.
I've ever
it
heard.
really
It
was.
really is. It's like irate, but like dumber on purpose, which is smart, as I say. Smart to be dumb on purpose. I really enjoyed this set, this performance. Even
I had a great
by
time.
Volcano.
And you know what's funny is Volcano is a name that I had heard on Twitter and stuff. And I just didn't check them out of, whatever wlaziness or whatever. So when I saw that they were playing, I was like, okay, this is going to be sick. And I was like not even a little bit disappointed. So that was cool.
It was good. It's members of Sanguisugabog.
Oh, yes. Cody. We talked to Cody.
Did a mini with Cody mostly about Volcano and being very high.
Super.
And that was fun.
That was a good one. I enjoyed that
That
one.
was a very fun one. Yeah, that set was incredible. Had a great time. Last Wishes up next. UK shit. Shout out Adam Kelly.
UK
Bruv.
shit.
The Last Wishes is like TUI meets Oasis, you know?
Yeah.
No, but I saw them at For the Children too. So now that I kind of knew the tracks, I was really psyched about this. They're good. The strip's sick.
Are they touring? Do you have any?
They're doing a lot. They're here all the
But
fucking
I'm saying,
time.
like, are they here touring or are they just
I don't
here?
know.
Crazy.
But man, like the first time that I met Adam and the Broken Teeth guys was my first European tour. So 13 years ago.
Was that Alpha and Omega?
It was Alpha Omega. They played like a little small fest. His cymbals were broken. I remember being like, yo, the dude with the broken cymbals goes pretty hard. Yeah, it's crazy. It's weird to think about how long I've known some of these fucking people playing this. But yeah, Last Wish is sick. Bomb at 4th.
The GM homies. Yeah.
What a fucking band.
Really cool.
God
really,
damn.
Really rowdy.
Yeah, they smell good.
They smell real nice. I love all hardcore fests right now having like a thread of death metal just running through it all.
It's a taste.
Just a little sprinkle. Yeah.
I'm all about it.
I know you are.
And I'm playing with them in the day that this episode goes up. So
Right,
come to Midnight Hour tonight. Vomit for Dead Body.
Dude, that's a good.
Come on out, yeah. This was where the parking thing happened. So there was a mass exodus while they played, and it was still incredible.
Yeah, a guy from the venue, like a townie, stood up in the merch room and was like, "If y'all parked across the way, they're towing," and people were like freaking out.
There were hundreds of people left.
Yeah.
And but nevertheless, they persisted.
But I talked to the townie, and he was like, "You could park at Marriott or the other one." And I said, "Thanks." And
You went straight to the source.
Yeah, well, why not, right? And he gave me the
No
firmest
respect.
pat on the back. He was like, "All right, buddy." It was like so rough.
You know who else did that to me? It was fucking Blake Ibanez.
Oh, yeah? He got you?
When he dapped me up, it ended with like a, God. Every time. Vomit Forth, incredible band. Come see us tonight. Rob Brigade up next. They're like a Fest MVP the past year.
I feel like, have they played like every, they didn't
All of
play Disturbing the Peace, right?
No, but I think that's the only one.
Because it's more of a show. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people know them now. Sets are always good.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I started to see some nasty stage dives.
Yes.
Let's get into this.
Let's get into this.
Because my gears have been ground to the core.
It's a really high stage. Probably my only real actual critique of the venue itself.
Yeah.
And like, I get it. I get that if you're way in the back, it's you wouldn't be able to see anything otherwise. I understand that. There's an LED screen. I think there's ways around this.
The Jumbotron. Get a Jumbotron next year.
The FY, and also I'm not trying to say like this fest did it better than, because there's all kinds of shit that go into the fest and planning and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The FYA stage was perfect.
Yeah.
It's a much smaller room by about
I mean, even
people.
comparably, the Sound and Fury like little stage in front of the stage.
Oh my god,
for
that's
diving.
the answer, isn't it?
Best thing ever. Yeah.
That's the answer.
Put a little stage in front of the stage.
Put a small,
because it's like a platform to sing along.
Yep.
And the perfect launch ramp.
That is the answer.
Yeah.
You're absolutely 100%.
That thing
right.
was fucking
I hate
perfect.
agreeing with you, but you're absolutely correct.
Listen, if it makes you feel any better, I was down about $1,500 at this time.
That will
when having these thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, mini stage in front is the answer. Let it be known, the HardLore stamp of approval is all over that mini stage.
Love it.
But
yeah, let's get into dive etiquette. Yeah. Stage dive etiquette. Okay. I saw some sickening acts that made me sick. Hence the word sickening.
There's a weight limit. Do you think there's a weight limit?
No.
I think there's.
It's not about how much you weigh, it's how you carry it. Yeah, what you do.
I mean, yes, but then also if you're running full steam and you're a 300 plus pound guy,
you'll be fine.
No. No.
Yes. You just got to be graceful. You got to go up smooth, come down obviously. Big tree do fall hard.
How many fingers am I holding up?
But big tree can be caught too.
Big tree can be caught, but okay, what did I say? I said it the other day, and I know it sounds silly, but it's true. It's like a bed of nails, or like a wrestler taking a bump onto thumbtacks. You don't want your hand to land on 2 or 3 thumbtacks. No, you want your whole back
or front,
evenly,
but then protect your head at the end.
Yeah.
It's and again, like some people are like, don't stage dive feet first, which 99% of the time I'll agree with you. But you tell me Mike Body can't get 8 steps in a head walk without hurting a single person, you're wrong.
Right.
There's ways it can be done. The science is out there. The research is there to be absorbed.
It's kind of the opposite of jumping into a pool.
Yeah.
You jump into a pool, you want your feet first. You want to pencil.
And maybe that's where their instincts are.
And
because human beings are 72% water. So I would see thinking,
the Mitch Hedberg.
There you go.
But, if you backflop or belly flop into a pool, that's awful. But at a stage dive, it's the best.
It's the only safe way to do it.
You want to do a rolling backflop.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do a full-on spread eagle.
Do you ever get hit in the nuts? I landed one time onto someone who fell back with me, and
that was me. You crushed me.
No. This was when I was a child. Their knee went up, and I landed full on my nuts on their knee, and I pissed blood.
Nice.
So I never land on my stomach anymore. Ever.
So you landed on your nuts.
Yeah. Because I went like kind of Superman.
Seems like your fault somehow, They atomic dropped you. You should have been ready for the bump,
Yeah, you're right.
That was on you.
I did a fucking Mr. Perfect sell on that one.
But where you're jumping is half the battle,
It's 90% of the battle.
You got to scan for the right spot before you do anything.
I saw a tweet like an hour ago of a dude who just full on sprinted. Did you see this?
I saw that too. And honestly, he made it pretty far.
He made it pretty far, but good Lord.
Good head walk. I didn't mind that. When I was, I'll get to this the next day, but like watching Weapon X was the only real time that I was like on stage the whole time.
Focused. Yeah.
And stage dives were very stressful for me at that time.
Saw lots of people hobbling out after that first day. Like during Terror, which we'll get to, I saw
lots of injuries.
Definite sprained ankles, definite EMTs.
There's an injury report.
Yeah, let me find it.
You want to find that for me?
Let me find that.
I'll edit in.
Yeah.
I guess there were medics. There were HC medics on standby over by the Free Monster tent, which was exquisite.
Hold on.
LDB, I know you're listening.
Yeah.
Kudos on the Monster tent.
Dude.
Holy Lord.
Free Monster all weekend for everyone.
That's Monster's the shit.
That was so cool. And they have
Monster.
They have the green sugar-free now.
Can you believe that? I'm not a huge, the white Monster is like, truly, I've been a Red Bull guy my whole life. And like most other energy drinks make me kind of nauseous. The white Monster it's high art, frankly.
I've told this story. I'm sorry if I sound distracted. I'm looking for the injury report, but it's not on their Twitter. On Warped Tour, there was no pop. It was only water or Monster. So like I have a hard time eating a meal without a carbonated beverage. So the closest thing was the white Monster, and I had so much of that it burned me. But now that they have the green sugar-free, I'm all in. And also the Tour water, delectable.
I can't wait to try it someday. Maybe soon.
Me too. Wait,
maybe on a long-term basis.
I'm still looking. Carry on.
Vamacara, Vermicelli was up next. The Hometown Boys are back to rip it up. New record coming out, Closed Casket. New LP, It Fucking Rocks, recorded by Taylor. Set was really good. This was one where standing outside for a second, people were distinctly like, gotta get in for Vamacara, which was nice to hear. Even Andy, who was with us, was like, Vamacara's playing, we gotta go. So that was cool. It was like, that's the pulse of she's the pulse of the people. So to know that that's where the people's pulse is, that it's on Vamacara is good.
Pulse of the people.
She's the pulse of the people. Vamacara. It has been a privilege to see them go from certified local fucking band.
I remember
CLFB straight up, dude. Like the localist band to like a United States HC staple.
I remember seeing the name and just being like, what the fuck? What is that?
Vermicelli. They've been here. They've been around. They were opening shows for 10 years, it felt like.
Perfect. Once again, Alex comes through immediately. She
always does.
She has it on hand. All right, you ready for the full report?
All right, this is the official LDB injury report. What do we got?
She says, I'm sure there were some that were missed, but this is what was reported. 44 busted noses, 12
Awesome.
busted lips, 10 black eyes, 9 busted eyebrows, which those are kind of the same. 10 busted knees. Everything's busted. 6 busted ankles. That's gonna
busted
be
as
stage
in like
size.
ugly or as in broken?
I think like broken, sprained.
Like I counted 44 ugly ass noses.
The ugliest noses.
44 honkers up in this joint. What's next?
12 knockouts, 2 split tongues.
Huh?
19.
Like modded?
I don't think so.
Involuntarily modded?
Probably,
Split
yeah,
tongue?
like, probably bit. Getting, you know?
Great, dude. I didn't know I had that to worry about.
Yeah, right. 19 busted heads, 9 busted knuckles. I bet those are related.
Ooh.
2 dislocated shoulders, one of which is Tyler.
Tyler fucking moron. He's insane.
1 dislocated pinky, 1 busted clavicle, which is a bummer. Done that.
Oh.
9 busted hands.
Yeah, that's no good.
3 busted chins, 1 busted foot, 1 busted toe.
Toe? No! That's tragic. The bust to my busted hand brothers out there, sisters, everyone else. I'm sorry for that. It's going to affect you for the rest of your life. You got arthritis now.
I'm arguing
fucked
with
up.
Brody King right now. I have to put my phone down
Put your phone down. Why are you even on it?
because I was looking at the injury report.
Well, stop it. We're recording an episode. You're at work.
All right.
2 witnesses up next. Louisville HC.
Yeah. I think this was the first band that Isaac played in. He played in 4 bands over the weekend.
You got me beat.
He's a fucking
I don't know if I've ever done that.
4.
4 is,
He played guitar in all 4.
wow, that's gangster. And he can play other stuff, so.
Oh, he can play drums.
He can play
Boy can
drums.
sing. But he did one of my favorite. I don't think this will get him in trouble. And I think I've told the story before anyway, like a long time ago now. But it was on the Every Time I Die tour. We were playing Montreal.
Okay.
And Eternal Sleep opened that tour. And it was a pretty quiet crowd.
Okay.
And Isaac did like a guest vocal part. And he said, "Wake up, you French fucks." And then did his part.
Did they wake up?
They woke right up.
All right, see?
It was
They
great.
said, home,
Go.
home. Fugitive up next.
Fugitive. So we talked to Blake. We
Did a
mini.
really good mini with him about Fugitive and Power Trip and Riley. That was very cathartic.
It's interesting to see a band rise from ashes
Yeah.
and be like pro.
Yeah, but it's like it's a band full of pros, so it makes sense. You know, it's
It
like
totally makes
Impalers,
sense,
Creeping
but
Death, Blake.
I think he said it was like the 5th or 6th show that they
Yeah.
played. And they're just like, yeah, we got Aaron. You know,
It
just
feels like it's kind of like memoriam to Bolt Thrower, you know, where it's like, hey, we know what the people that know that we're doing a new band want, so here it is.
that's a compliment. That's good. That's a good way to put it. I like that.
Koyo. It's a couple of fucking show stealers, huh?
Yeah, I said hi
Every
to Joey
time.
for like 3 seconds.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's a little puppy, man. I love him. Big puppy.
This was a big old puppy.
Yeah,
this
he'll
was a
fuck you
fest too, where I will say we were kind of busy, and I didn't really get to hang very much.
No,
You know,
we be working at these things.
we
huh?
really like.
Damn.
I'm sure it seems like we're just having a ball, but like we're stressing, we're
Oh my god. am I
texting,
stressed.
we're bothering people to be like, "Hey, will you come
Straight
and
up.
talk to us?" You know.
We'll talk about that, and somebody asked us about that.
Okay,
and
okay.
but that's the worst fucking part, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I'd much rather just play a set. You know, that's so much easier.
Yeah.
Cause like, this is kind of our job now. And you think about you at work. You know, are you good at your job every day?
Never have been.
If you're listening to this, are you good at your job every day? So remember, if we have a bad episode someday, give us a break. Please.
Chill out, dude.
We're trying our best. Koyo was great. Always are. Once again, we've seen them 50 times in the past year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like incrementally better every time.
I've seen Joey's chest more than my own.
100%. And I will say, let me just say something here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not, I'm not knocking the show thus far.
Oh, this is tough. Yeah.
You know, but the last 3 or 4 bands each day,
The Rock blocks.
there's the switch flips.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, hey, these are the 3 or 4 bands that tour for a living at this point. And they fucking play like they tour for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And the reaction is like, these I need to support these guys because they tour for a living.
Yeah.
It feels different. So Koyo came on and things that felt different. You know.
Yeah. It's changed gears a little bit.
Really good.
Who was
Crazy. Lots of singing.
that? So much singing.
A lot of diving. For better or worse, mostly worse. We got to bring back the scorecards. You know,
the scorecards were good.
review the footage. You, bad. You know, don't do that again.
No.
Work on that.
Yeah.
Karma was next.
Chicago boys. Jordan, friend of the show,
Third to last.
fellow wrestling fanatic.
Big time.
It's really cool to see Karma playing third to last. I'd have to guess. I'm purely speculating. Probably their biggest show, I would imagine, that they've played.
They were like first or second a few years ago. So that's the shit that shit I do like.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. The Louisville
Rise.
Chicago connection is really cool. And they're like square in the middle of that, being from our side. So that's really cool and really fun, and I'm very happy for them. Congrats.
Good job, Karma.
And then who was next? Because they had to follow Koyo, and then Karma had to play before.
Between Koyo and No Pressure.
Like,
That's a tough gig.
god damn, that's a
No
tough gig for anybody.
Anybody, dude. No Pressure could really only be followed by Terror at this point.
But what's funny is, even if they weren't, if Terror played between Koyo and No Pressure, that'd be tough.
It would.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
And
like
it would still be like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
That's cool
yeah,
that
exactly.
Terror did that. No Pressure's on a crazy historic rise right now as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're just they're fucking Brock Lesnar out there, bro.
Mm.
The next big thing.
The beast.
The sky is quite literally the limit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because they're appealing to fucking everybody in this little circle right now in a way that's makes me say, how did you do that?
Again,
Could I have some? Could you give me some of that?
please.
Give me a fan or two, would you?
Ugh.
We did a mini with them at FYA that is not up yet.
But it was possibly my most favorite mini.
Very good. A band that historically does not talk to journalists, which thank God we are not.
No.
Because fuck those guys, right?
We don't talk to them either.
No, we're not.
And then last up was the actual kings of current hardcore. This is one.
Maybe all hardcore.
Yeah, I hate agreeing with Brody King about just anything ever.
Yeah. Terror, best
Anything
band ever.
But he says they are the best hardcore band of all time, and I'm starting to.
Just pound for pound. Who can argue? What are you gonna argue?
Pound for pound, year for year, year after year.
Track by track. A set list that truly spans their entire discog.
And rocks.
Where every song, like a new song starts and I do the fucking Antonio Banderas at the computer gif, you know? The fucking...
Dude, that's from Assassins. You ever see Assassins?
No.
It's a good movie. It's Sylvester Stallone and Antonio, and they're two assassins who finally Antonio finds out that he can get Sly. So that's why he's reacting that way. He's like, oh my God, he's this retired guy who I've always wanted to go against is back in the game.
Well, I feel that way about Terror songs. He feels that way about killing his rival me about how excited I am when a new Terror song starts.
Yes.
Truly the kings of this shit.
The best.
They should headline everything.
They could.
They should be at the end of every show.
Like all that was great. You guys remember this one?
You ready for Terror? It's just the ultimate. I mean, and it's just like there's so many new people at this show, right? There have to be. Mm-hmm. Just from what I saw on stage diving alone.
Yeah.
These people are new.
Yeah.
Terror is the benchmark that you should look at to be like, okay, what could I become? What can I hope to be as a band? And as people who have been around for a while. Just gorgeous.
The best.
Great job, Terror. Great job, LDB. Friday. My favorite sets overall: Volcano, Vomit Forth, Terror.
What did we eat that day?
Canes. We went to Canes.
Oh, that's right. After the show, we went to Canes.
Madness in there.
I'm a bit of a Caniac.
You're a believer.
I'm a believer. I don't do the sauce still.
You weren't not into it.
I didn't hate it. I did not hate it, but I would never pick it. Like, it's crazy to me that there's no barbecue sauce in that fucking place.
They got what they got.
Okay? I know, but they also have ketchup. It's just like...
That's for you. The rest is for everyone else.
Or some... Yeah. But that was good. And then what'd we do?
Well, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, listen. I want to thank anybody listening to this. And especially everybody that bought them boxes. Right? I wouldn't have done it without you. Because I had already reached my $500 cash withdrawal limit for the Friday, right? Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
I know. So we go back to home base, which was, again, Caesars, Southern Indiana.
And I wasn't going to go. I resigned. I was like, I'm kind of not feeling great. We were going to get there early the following day because we wanted to do Man on the Street stuff.
Yes.
And I was kind of like, you have fun. Because it was like 11. It was like late enough.
Yeah.
Where I could turn in, you know? And then I heard our rooms. This is the first time where all of our rooms were like facing each other. Like
semi-close.
You're right across.
So I was right across from you.
I think I heard Andy's door open and I immediately just went like, hey. And like, I was like, all right, I'll go. Whatever. Because again, if I have cash in my pocket, which
it ain't real.
It's not. You know? It's a write-off. Uncle Sam don't know about that one.
No.
It's gone. So we went down. I played Eureka.
Yeah, Eureka. Classic. Another Lock It Link franchise game. Link,
which
Eureka.
At FYA, I did very well on.
Yeah.
And the night before, or the 2 nights before, I had put 100 in and I left with 200. So I was like, oh, okay, that's good.
Free money.
Sat down at this one. First spin.
Yeah.
$780.
I truly, at that moment, was like, if Bo died right now, my world would be at peace.
The best part is you were like 5 feet away.
No, I was at the Eureka next to you at first.
Oh. No. Oh, dude,
no, you're right. I was.
You were like 5 feet away because Andy was by you and she heard the like.
I was on Dancing in Rio.
Yes.
I was on Dancing in Rio.
She like heard it and you literally looked at me like that. Like you gave me like a. Like I don't fucking care.
It's not that I didn't care.
It was that I understand.
I was so bummed, dude. I was ruined.
So
I was down at that point. I was down about $1,600. Just one more, and then I was like, all right, he's killing Eureka. I better get up next to him.
Yeah, right. And
so at that point, I was down about $1,700. Right.
Yep.
So I got maybe 400 left, and I'm like, listen, if this, I need a miracle. It was miracle or suicide. You know, one or the other. Let
me quote you. One of my favorite quotes of the entire weekend. He's playing. He's not doing well. I had already won and cashed out because I did what do you call the safety spin or what's the
backup spin? The
backup spin, and it won. It hit another however much. But then
You're
I
welcome.
played down.
I should get 10% of all your winnings.
Yeah, maybe. I played down
coaching.
a bit, you know, so I didn't walk away with what I won.
You got to go to an even number.
Yeah,
you can't just leave it.
exactly. And while you were playing, you said, "I'm about to perform Harakiri over here," something like that.
No, it's just like if this next spin doesn't hit, I'm performing Harakiri in the middle.
And then like 3 more spins went by, and you said, "You got that sword handy?"
So, at that point, I'm down about $1,800.
And this is when Andy and I are giving each other concerned looks.
You had no need to be concerned.
She and I were behind you, just kind of going like, "Do we do anything?"
What would you have done?
Hey,
You think you could have fucking stopped me?
hey,
Bo?
big guy.
No. Sun's getting real low.
Yeah.
I knew in my heart. I was playing Huff and More Puff. I didn't get that fucking wheel one time. In $1,500. Not a one wheel. I knew it was hiding. So I said, all right, here's my net worth.
Were you at the same machine? Because there were 2. One
was on
the
the same
lady
one
was
every
on.
night.
Okay. Gotcha.
Same one. So that was my money I got back.
Yeah, yes, it was.
That's how that works. I primed it. I crimed it. I stole it all back. And I was doing $5 bets the night before. So this night I was like, all right, I don't care what happens. I'm just going through the rest of my money, $10 spins. I was going.
You put in 4.
Put in 400.
I think
Got down to about 200.
I think it was like 220 something. Yeah.
So that's like, I'm looking at that counting. Like I have 20 spins left before I'm dead.
Right. Before I murder myself.
Before there's a crime scene on this floor. Sure enough, there was the wheel.
You got 3 saws, and I like yelled.
Oh,
Something that's, I think maybe people who don't gamble might not understand is the communal excitement when a friend or even a stranger hits something.
The stranger on the machine next to you is your best friend in the whole world. It's in that moment.
It's like a palpable excitement,
and that's what you're chasing. That's
really
why
is,
you don't give up.
It really is.
Because once
so
you
much
feel
fun.
that, few things feel that way again.
Very,
and which is like a really positive thing for anybody. So I get the wheel finally.
Yeah. Which
in Huff and More Puff, when you get the wheel, one of many bonuses happens. You get the mini, which at my point was like $100.
Yeah.
So if I had gotten the mini after all that work, again, Harakiri, cut off, done.
Death.
Had no head, no balls. Or the minor was about 500. I would have been bummed, but I would have been all right. That's fuel. That'll keep me going for another 500 in spins. You know.
Yeah.
Then there's the free games, which in this case is the buzzsaw feature, which is the second best, the mansions feature, which is the best, or the mega hat feature, which is the worst.
Yeah. You said when you landed on it, this is worst case scenario.
I got the mega hat feature, which is the worst.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there counting my days, counting my minutes, really. But then it was the whole board.
The entire board was the hat. Yeah.
Was the hat. So
hat.
and just so that if you're listening and you're following along, when you get these hats during the free games, the LDB official podcast is about fucking Huff and More Puff.
Yeah.
This is my dream.
Yeah.
When you get these hats, every hat you get that lands on where another hat landed becomes a stick hat. If it lands on that again, it becomes a mansion. Because it's like a big bad wolf blowing the house down.
He's huffing and he's more puffing.
He's huffing and he's puffing.
Yeah.
So the gimmick, you want the gold house. If you get the gold house, you have a chance to get the grand, which in my case was $12,000.
Yeah, the grand.
Or the major,
prize.
which was like $1,400.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got a good shot. 1 mansion, 2 mansion, 3 mansions fall, 4 mansions hit, 5 mansions hit. A 6th mansion hits, and I can't believe it. At this point, I'm like, guys, this could be
a life-changing amount of money.
This could be the one.
Yeah.
And again, remember, I'm down about $1,800 at this point. No, more.
Yeah, well, with what you put into the machine.
Yeah, I'm down about $1,950 at this point. Which to me, I'm sitting here thinking I am ruined. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Game over.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps my last gamble. You know? for the week. That was my last time gambling that week for sure. Needless, I don't want to get into the gory details here, but I got it all back.
Basically, one of the mansions was 1,000.
Yeah.
And you said out loud, like, that's like $1,800. No. Right? No. And
I couldn't, because in those moments,
it was the only time in my entire life, my experience with you, where I've seen you be unsure about anything to do with this.
Well, you don't want to get your hopes up and be wrong. Because you start to count your days and those moments happen. So you see the $1,000 one, you're sitting thinking like, if I'm wrong, that's going to be devastating.
Like
when you have a dream,
it's like you lost another $1,000.
Yeah, when you have a dream about like getting a PS5 or something, and then you wake up and you never got the PS5. That's happened to me in real life with slot machines, where I've been like, that's like $1,000, and then I realize I'm on the 1 cent denomination, and it's like $100. Oh
my goodness!
So that's what I thought for a second. Was like, can that be true?
Right.
So I got it all back.
You got it all back. The lady next to you also got a hand pay at the same time.
That was awesome.
Fucking time.
So she and I dapped the fuck up. Best
same
buds.
Machine. Yeah, she was so pumped. And then while you were waiting to get paid, some random lady sat on your machine, won really well, but was playing 1 cent denominations and won like $70. She would have won $700.
Well, it doesn't work that way.
It works that way in my head.
No, it doesn't. In your head, yes, but like if she was on a different denomination, it wouldn't have hit. Because each denomination is a separate computing system.
I know.
So they don't register like what has been spent the same. Slot science for you.
Got it all back.
Got it all back. So if Saturday you saw me walking around looking like fucking Billy Elliot, you were correct. I was dancing. There was a pep in my step. So smug.
That was so smug.
That's right. And yeah, I had September by Earth, Wind, and Fire playing in my head every step I took, man.
You remember? So we went to bed Saturday, got up.
Went to Quills.
We got there pretty early, but it was cold.
This was colder than the coldest day of my life, which was the day before.
The day before, yeah.
Holy fuck.
This day was cold. Who opened up this day?
Okay, I've been wanting to talk about them. Enervate
from Milwaukee.
Enervate is going to be playing a lot later next year. This was maybe the best first band I've ever seen on a fest.
Ooh. Who did you say that about with FYA? Someone opened a previous year.
Oh, I mean, New World Man was...
That was it, yeah.
Was second, but like, I love them already and was very familiar with the demo.
But this was...
Enervate I've never heard of, and was like crazy at noon.
Yeah.
Like, can you picture right now moshing at noon? No.
I don't do that.
No.
But thank God people do. I'm just
yeah, straight up, dude. You're hero. You're warriors. Your heroes. All the above. The set was like amazing.
Very catchy riffs.
Yeah.
Kind of trapped under ice-ish, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of swag.
Very swag.
It was swaggical.
And
swag. You know. They're going to be playing a lot later next year, mark my words. Especially after this podcast airs. You know?
Yeah, after that rave review.
I think you're welcome, Enervate. Great job. Mouth for War up next. What'd you think of Mouth for War?
Mouth for War from Colorado Springs.
Crazy voice.
Scary voice.
Scary. Hard, very hard.
Very heavy.
Your description was cool riff shapes, which I really liked.
So look at a fretboard, draw the S that we all know how to draw with the 3 lines, and play a riff around that. I wonder if anyone's ever done that.
Na 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 na.
Yeah.
And then na 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 na.
Exactly. The swag.
And that's yes, you're right. That is Mouth for War. That was really cool. And again, maybe one of the best second band sets I've ever seen.
They were
on
right
a fest.
after Enervate. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And both were crazy. That was the really cool thing about this. I want to emphasize again that LDB both days, every set was very active, which is not normal.
No, not at all.
In any genre of music. You go to fucking Coachella, those noon motherfuckers are hating their lives.
Snoozing. Yeah.
They're bummed.
How? I wonder how. Wonder why. It wasn't always like that.
No, it was not. But this year it was, and I think they were just like happy to be there. You know?
That's a nice thing.
It was the vibe was
very good vibe.
Very good vibe.
Very good vibe.
Should we talk about the food a little bit before we move on to my client's world of pleasure?
So when we got there on the Friday, we skipped this part. Yeah. I was dying. I was so hungry. I wanted to get
you left me behind in the trenches taking grenades.
I walked 20 feet away and bought a microwaved hot dog that Andy was very upset about because I had heard that it was the same as the Red Hot, the truck outside, which obviously wasn't. And then when you went and got those dogs, what I told you was get me something where I wouldn't have to change the sauce. You got me a plain dog with ketchup.
No, well, I got you a plain A5 Wagyu beef hot dog with ketchup.
With ketchup.
Yeah. Listen, I can't keep track of your bullshit. I don't know what you're doing, okay? I never know what he's doing in here. The dogs were all very cream.
You did say, you said that about the place you went to eat the other day.
That too. They love mayo in Louisville. And let me tell you, I loved it. I had the best time eating mayo all weekend.
There were two food trucks. There was a hot dog place and a Thai place. I guess the Thai place sold out like right away the first day because they had vegan stuff and blah, blah, blah. So that
makes sense.
Very cool.
So World of Pleasure was eating good. You know?
Yeah. And then,
which is great.
The HardLore boys were eating hot dogs.
We were eating dogs. I'm very sorry to World of Pleasure for that. But they were great. They were very good. Up next, my client's World of Pleasure. I'm their manager now, unofficial. But you got to go through me if you want them.
We did a mini with Jess.
Did a really fun mini with Jess.
It was very fun.
Steph, their bass player, also sings for Punitive Damage, who my brother is at least mixed, if not recorded. Had like a 2-hour conversation with them just about video games.
Ooh.
Which was very satisfying.
Very good.
So when you get your Steam Deck, we'll be playing with World of Pleasure.
Steam Deck's 10% off this week if you're watching this same week. So I'm thinking about it.
We'll get to the ads. Maybe we already did. I don't know. Who knows what we're gonna do? World of Pleasure has been a band for. Didn't they say that she was like we had never planned on playing shows?
Yeah. She said that they just wanted to do a vegan straight edge demo. Which is sick.
No, I really like the idea of keeping hard straight edge bands alive.
Absolutely.
You know?
No
soft. It died for a while. Yeah. They all disappeared. Because half the country broke edge. Sadly. But we got World of Pleasure. You know, Carl, if you're watching this.
They're in.
You got World of Pleasure. I'll meet you in the next teleconference, the 2023 teleconference.
The draft.
Up next, Bo.
Yeah.
Weapon X. Tell me about your set. Did you have a good time?
It was my debut in Weapon X.
Did you have fun?
For people were asking me stuff, and I this is probably the best platform to say. I don't do anything for that band other than play. So I didn't help write anything that they've put out. I don't help with literally. I just look good. You know what I mean? We ran through the set a couple times on that Thursday before we went off with Brian and borrowed a bunch of gear. Borrowed from World of Pleasure from Colton.
Are you serious right now? Or are you doing a bit?
No, well, what did I call him?
Colton.
Yeah, but
his name is Coulter.
Coulter.
He did it again, guys.
No, I didn't. No, I
You were doing the bit?
Yeah, I know that.
You were not doing the bit. You were trying to fix it. You fucking scumbag.
No, even in my head, I was like, Do I go with, because I knew if I called him the right name, you're gonna be like, that's not what you call him.
But then I said, are you doing a bit? And you said no.
No, I
just
was,
now.
I was smiling.
I can review this footage, so I'm gonna play it back in fucking slow mo.
Colton borrowed gear that was not mine. Had just a hell of a time getting that tube screamer or fucking the decimator to quiet.
Isn't
noise.
Oh, dude, decimator. You were using a decimator.
That's what was on the board.
Oh, you have to put that at like 0.1.
Yeah.
For it to work properly. I hated using a decimator. Once upon a time.
Obviously I'm not shitting on his board or gear at all. That's not my intention.
It's all dependent on the guitar too. Everything works together.
I had 5 minutes to figure it all out, But play the set. It was a lot of fun. It was cool playing in like a band where even like admittedly they all don't like, they just want to have fun. So it's like very unserious and very just like fun to play and just like a cool
and
thing.
Yet the set was that good. So what's that like?
Yeah, I mean,
good for you, man.
Hey, did everything I could.
We did do a mini with Trey.
We did. That's right.
He's such a young little whippersnapper.
He didn't take off his shirt. He did not.
He did not take off his shirt, which was fucking bullshit. So Trey, if you could send me the sexiest photo you have so that I can put it right here. Here it is.
God, he's so sexy.
Here's Trey's sexy body. Yeah. Did a mini with him. It was very good. Very wholesome. Guy just loves his brothers and his mama.
Isn't it so cute?
The way it should be.
It's very cute.
Pardon this interruption. It's Manscaped time. Bo, tell them what we got.
We got the all-new Weed Whacker. This bad boy. Let me show you guys something. I got them both. Here's the old one. Listen to this. Okay. Here's the new one.
Oh!
You kidding
That's going to
me?
whack the fuck out of you.
It's great. It's you can use it wet or dry, so like in the shower or not. It's got replaceable heads, so every couple months you can be a clean little boy or girl.
And that's for like ears, nose, and whatever?
No other holes, I don't think. I think it's just ears and nose, I'm going to be honest.
I'll find out and
Do
let
my
you
own
know.
research there.
I'm loving the foot duster lately.
The foot duster rocks, right?
I got some nasty dogs that are barking, and this silences them a little bit.
A little bit. Puts a little muzzle on.
Crop Reviver's my OG. This
That's
is like I'm not leaving the house without this, basically.
Tell them how you use that. Like what is your...
If I'm working out, I don't want anybody to smell me.
Of course.
And I come with a funk. I'm sorry. This eliminates the funk.
This eliminates the funk.
No
I also
funk.
recently got the body wash, which is in my shower, so I don't have it right here, but it smells very
Take
nice.
a shower live on the
Should I take a shower?
pad. Yeah.
All right, give me a second.
All right.
And I'm very. It's like we said in the beginning. We tried some Manscaped stuff, and we were like, yeah, this stuff is good. Let's see what we can do with them.
Yeah.
Every
20%
product
off.
that I've tried, I've been like, oh, this rocks.
Yeah. Code HardLore, 20% off, free shipping. You could get all of it too. You should,
You should.
because it helps us.
Helps us a lot. I would.
Woo. It's also whatnot time, Bo.
Yes.
And more so than ever. Because
Yes.
we finally have a date booked for the first ever HardLore Whatnot, Friday, March 24th.
The 24th.
It's going to be the only place in the world you can buy this. It's going to be...
Oh, that's a good point.
we're going to have some OG Harm's Way stuff, some OG God's Hate, Twitching Tongues, all of our bands, many other bands that, there's going to be lore for every single item that we've got on there.
If you're a medium, if you wear a size medium, brother, I got you.
Oh, you're going to be rich with stuff. Simulacra up next. Again, they're living proof of the best moshers make the best singers, And he might be the best mosher. Dom. Sick bastard. He has definitely made sets that we've played like good by himself. We were like, yeah, this set was good, but like, yeah, that one guy. And that was him. So he's bringing that energy to Simulacra now.
They played FYA, and the sound wasn't dialed in yet, and it sounded crazy.
Yeah.
They played LDB, very dialed in, like the house sound, not them. saying, like the PA, the house sound, very dialed
Yeah,
in.
yeah. It wasn't that they did anything wrong at
no.
FYA. It's just the room sounded fucking crazy.
Crazy at FYA.
But this rocked. Foreign Hands, I think I missed.
I think I did too. But I've either
They were doing a mini.
seen or heard them before. Tyler sings in the band. Very metalcore.
Okay.
Just very
I've heard them.
Yeah.
I feel like I've almost played with them 30 fucking times. Yeah, but I did watch some video in prep for this, and it looked like one of the best sets.
Really?
Yeah.
What were we doing? Oh, this may have been
Mini. This was Mini too. This was the Man on the Street. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
This is right while we were doing
Literally
after
outside,
Simulacra, we were doing the Man on the Street stuff.
freezing our nuts off out
Holy
there.
shit, that was crazy.
But we had canes delivered.
We did 2 days in a row. If you were in the Man on the Street thing, thank you. That was fun.
That was fun. We're gonna do those pretty much every time.
That's like the best part.
It really is. It's funny. It's funny to see returning people. We had somebody return. I'm not without spoiling. We had somebody return to redeem themselves and then continue to fuck
And
themselves.
made another error. It was amazing. He's gonna be so bummed when he sees it.
So funny because I know you're gonna do something to it to make it just.
Oh,
terrible.
I'm gonna fucking sauce the hell out of it, dude. It's so good. It's so good.
It's so good.
But those are cool because it's the pulse of the this. They're the reason that these things are good. Because they're going to these fests. So they get their boys get to see him in it and go, yo, that's fucking Joe
Yeah,
from New Jersey. It's crazy.
we got gifts.
We did get some gifts. That was nice. That was totally random. Too.
Don't make that a thing because
So if we're doing the Man on the Street thing, and I make eye contact with you,
you're in
you
the
walk
movie.
your ass up. You're in the movie.
Yeah. Don't make us
come
beg,
on up.
please.
Don't make me beg, but I will. But also, come on in. Also, we need more fucking women in these things, huh?
Yeah. It's always
We ask women, they run away from us.
we're not there to dunk on people.
No,
Like,
this isn't a
not
hatchet
even-
job.
Yeah, exactly. There's no gotchas coming.
No.
We want to know what you're excited about. That's it.
Yeah. Sorry to the kid that I told to use chapstick. Dying Wish was next.
Friend of the show, Emma.
Friend of the show, one of the great friends of the show, Emma.
I saw her for like 30 seconds, said hello.
Yeah.
She texted me yesterday and saying like, sorry it was so brief. How was your week? Just sweetheart.
That's really nice.
Angel. Dude, you want to talk about pro. They
Oh my
are
God.
so pro.
They're the most dialed in.
Super dialed in,
crazy.
wireless packs all over the place. Ground and refined to like the purest live performing band.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's crazy that aside from like thus far, Koyo and No Pressure aside, it's all hard bands. This entire fest.
Just heavy. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Why me?
I'm before I give my piece,
I love how to navigate this question.
I'll navigate it first for you. Right?
I love heavy music that is fun. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The vibe that I got for the whole weekend was people enjoying heavy music because they love heavy music, not
fun.
only because they want to hurt people,
Right.
but because
Which, I'm down with that too. for
right,
sure.
as everyone in that room is,
Yeah.
but also they want to hurt people and have the best weekend with their best friends.
Sure.
You know
I
what
would
I mean?
I would personally rather hear the worst breakdown on earth for 10 hours than a melodic hardcore song.
I don't think that's true.
I would rather hear the breakdown app played by Mike Cesario to having fun for 10 straight hours than a melodic hardcore song. Gates to Hell was up next. Death metal influenced hardcore opening with Machine Head, which is like, is there a more telltale sign of like a death metal band with hardcore guys in it than opening with Machine Head?
What song did they play? That's the
they did the
breakdown.
noise and everything. That was
That's
cool.
the breakdown from Scrambled, by the way.
Wow. You owe them a sandwich, as Josta would say.
Yes, we do.
Well, we should mention that for a second. That episode is just shattering records, dude.
That's gonna be our
Probably the benchmark.
we're gonna be chasing that one for a minute.
Yeah.
For sure. So
We got a
thank
couple
you.
guests coming up though that are pretty sick.
Pretty sick. But thank you to you guys for watching it and sharing it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were sharing this one.
That was one of the analytics that shocked me on the Spotify Wrapped podcast one. Was that our weekly thing is in the top 5% of shares.
Share it. Yeah.
So that means you're not only listening to it, you're going, listen to this.
Yeah, which is huge.
It's nice.
So thank
Gates to
you.
Hell. I played with them twice.
That's
Saw
right.
them twice this weekend.
And Ryan is in that band, who is half of the
Legend.
LDB is a brainchild of his. So
Absolutely.
big shout out.
Great job, Ryan. Great job, Gates to Hell, both times. 2 great sets. Are they kind of the next thing to pop in Louisville?
Seems like it.
The chosen ones,
Seems like
if you will. Because Weapon X can't be
no.
a touring thing.
Yeah. Knocked Loose
Gates
is
to
about to
Hell
have
is
a real
doing
busy year. And Inclination is also somehow being very busy. So,
Crazy.
but I like that about Weapon X. I like that Weapon X is just kind of,
Yeah.
you know.
Agreed. One step closer up next. I take back what I said about the melodic hardcore thing. You guys are great. All right. I like them all. All right. They're sweet boys. I like them all. Friends of the show across the board.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a really good set. So
Certain bands just kind of get passes.
yeah,
And it should be that way.
it happens.
The first, I hear all the goddamn time that the first few Coheed shows were with Bulldoze. The first few,
I'll spin kick to Coheed right now.
the first
That's the
few
thing.
Saves the Day shows and a tour was with Bane. Like,
the first tour was
Yeah.
just
so certain bands just get a pass. Title Fight gets the ultimate pass.
Yeah.
Because they were just all hardcore kids.
and it's the ethics. That's what we talk about.
Mhm.
It comes from here. All right. Fuming Mouth.
The
Our
return.
fucking boys, dude.
Yeah.
God.
Mark
Triumphant every time. Again,
time.
saw them twice this weekend too. Both 2 triumphant ass sets, man. It's nice to see people supporting Mark, but also ain't even about that because they just rock.
Yeah, right. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
All they have to do is play their fucking songs, all things aside, and it's game over.
Saw a really cool picture of him just from behind.
I love that. Gets me every time. I'll never forget
Yeah.
that set in Boston. Just him ripping the mask off, raising his fist, and me just weeping in the back.
Yeah.
Straight up. There was nothing I could do.
And for any of you guys who signed up for Be the Match, I just got all my shit back. I'm in the system.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
So
Same.
you should be getting yours around the same time too, I would imagine. So that's fun. That's cool. And that's a cool thing. I want to kind of chase that. Do more stuff like that,
However we can help. If there's something you think we could do positively, because I'm telling people to gamble on here every week.
Yeah.
I gotta undo that somehow.
We gotta right the ship.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta right the wrong. Yeah, Fuming Mouth. Whew. Emotional for me every time, even if it isn't to everybody there. Malevolence, the fucking Brits, lad.
This was an interesting thing. I heard, I think you may have said it, that they flew over an entire
A
sound system, soundboard. So the fest was running a little fast. I heard that even Weapon X started early. It was that fast. So then that time kind of got ate up, which is very fortunate kind of for everyone
Yeah.
that they were able to do that. I specifically went to watch them to see why do you need this?
Yeah.
And
then
they sounded fucking crazy. And I was like, oh, okay.
they're so pro, dude. I mean, they're like touring and playing on a different level in the UK. You know, they're fucking Lamb of God in the UK.
Wow, that's a good way to put it.
But they're 7th to last on American festivals. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But like people are down, and they're over.
Very.
But
over.
like they're one of those bands that is like still putting in the work in America, but they're doing it right and like flying in shit to sound the same as they do there. Being pro, they got the in-ears and shit.
Can you imagine the stress of just like,
no,
everything's got to be there?
No, I'd rather not play. It's funny how I've again met those guys my first European tour. Don't like, I'm sure some members have changed or something. You can tell from 100 feet away that they're British. They walk British, you know? From behind, I'm like, that's a British ass, you know?
I know exactly what you mean.
You know, you do, right? So British. Pain of Truth up next.
I've heard.
What a set.
Set of the weekend is what I heard.
I think it was.
That's what I've heard.
Of the weekend.
The weekend. I believe at this time I was visiting the Rock Dock. You
were getting fucked up?
I got fucked up.
A lot of people got fucked up during Pain of Truth.
Yeah.
And again, like this past year, we've seen them once a month.
I think they've played everything we've been to.
They have.
Except for Disturbing the Peace. I don't think anyone...
Disturbing Peace and Sound and Fury. But other than that, everything we've gone to, they've played. So, like, I've gotten to sing that fucking part 8 times.
Dude, so many times. Describe what was going through your head. In the teaser for this episode, you included a clip where you grabbed that dude and, like,
my buddy Xavier. Yeah.
Describe. Did you know it was him when you picked him up, or did you?
I knew. So I couldn't tell it was him until I picked him up, and that's why I just kind of put him down.
Weight. You know. Well, 168.
And he was up, and I was like, "Oh, that's my sweet lad, Xavier." I better put him down before he kills me. Is what I'm thinking. Before he fucks me up. I told him that next time we do the part together, he's got to like gorilla press me off stage.
Oh, just
I got to put him over.
Yeah.
He put me over, you know? He gave me the hero spot. I got to put this man over.
Yeah.
He's benching. He's going to start doing his shoulder presses.
Yeah.
So that when next time we're doing this thing together, this man can fucking Goku me off the stage. No problem. Ultimate warrior.
The moment.
But I couldn't tell it was him until I had him up. And I was like, okay, I'll just put him down.
That's a fun one to watch, like on repeat. Because if you watch everyone else,
the reactions,
they're all laughing. It's just like a funny.
Yeah,
cool
I mean, this was like the rare thing. Stage moshing a lot of the time, done by like not friends of the band, is like, okay, get off.
Yeah.
Get off. But this was done with the precedent of like, okay, if you're gonna stand here, you're in danger too.
Yeah.
Which I really liked.
Of course. Yeah, you're a fan.
I really liked violence. So I like that everybody could get it. Like this stage is not an escape from what is happening here. I liked that a lot. This was set of the weekend, straight up.
I heard multiple people say that.
And they play their 6 fucking songs they have. Can you fucking believe that?
No.
That LP is gonna be so big.
I'm so jealous.
People are creaming for this thing.
I hate when you say that.
Oozing for this thing.
Oh my god. Who was next?
Tsunami, which was like other set of the weekend.
Yeah, right. Of course.
Pain of Truth and Tsunami together are like the 2 halves, and then Kubla Khan too. Like the 2/3 of like the people that the show drew. You know?
Yeah.
Pain of Truth is like the extreme moshers. Tsunami, they knew every fucking word to every song. And that seeing Tsunami at midnight hour was where I knew that was like when I first registered that hardcore was changing.
Ooh.
That like a thing had happened.
Expand on that. That's an interesting.
They played the song with the big sample in it where people are singing the sample, and it was a 400 cap venue. 400 phones in the air filming the thing. Not one person not filming the part,
Mm,
which is like
interesting.
one of those videos is going to be a viral thing. Sure.
Yeah.
There's always one. It's a whole different thing now, what hardcore is. And it only really benefits the bands. So there's no real room to complain.
And new and upcoming podcasts, frankly. And then it was Kubla Khan.
Yeah.
This was the third band that Isaac played for.
He's a sick fuck.
He's a sick bastard. Kubla Khan is like just this wrecking ball.
They're pro.
So big.
Yeah.
They cross a lot of like genre boundaries. Like a lot of people who wouldn't be at like a hardcore show.
Yeah.
No Kubla Khan.
What is Kubla Khan like? You know? They don't. There's no box. They're out of the box. You know?
I have no idea.
I wonder, what do they listen to? There's so many things.
Country music, straight up.
So yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I don't. If Matt told us
they're listening to George Strait, and then they go,
yeah, exactly, and I would be like, yep, of course, that makes
the
perfect
DNA
sense.
is all that. It's in there. I think this was only like the second time I saw them at Furnace Fest, and then at this was much bigger,
a better showing for them.
They played Louisville that week.
Really?
Yes, and that's why they were announced last minute.
Oh, right, they were like the surprise
that week, and it was that fucking crazy. Which is like, damn, good job, guys.
They are. We talk about this all the time. Proof of the grind. They are scientific, formulated proof of the grind. They got everything that they got, all the status, whatever you want, whatever metric they got, because they were out there doing it constantly. So it makes me very happy to see them crush. And the nicest guys.
Yeah, very sweet. Sweet boys. Drug Church up next.
Didn't even see Pat.
Couldn't see nothing.
Yeah.
I saw many people describe this as a religious experience.
Wow.
And that's like, I saw their slot on this and I was like, dude.
Following Kubla Khan, no one was
worried about him. Following Pain of Truth, Tsunami, Kubla Khan before Knocked Loose. I was genuinely concerned.
Wow.
I would be concerned for any band in that spot.
Literally any band.
And they just shut me the fuck up.
I'd be concerned for Hatebreed in that spot.
Yeah.
Really think about it. Like it.
Really, before band. Knocked Loose at home, at the show where they had a merch line for 6 straight hours, you know?
Yeah.
Scary. I'd be scared. Drug Church showed no fear.
They do not have IBS.
They do not. Mm-hmm. And it was a religious experience. Many said separately, you know? And this was, they're one of those bands where if somebody coming to this didn't know them and was coming because of like Tsunami or Kubla Khan or something,
whatever,
even because of Knocked Loose, they'd probably see Drug Church and be like, holy fuck.
Wow.
They got rock music at this thing too?
Yeah, right. And it's so funny to think like at Furnace Fest, they played like the far away stage.
Yeah.
You know? Here, they're direct support and killing it. Very interesting.
Pure Noise to Pure. This is Pure Noise back to back, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Knocked Loose birthday set.
10
closed out the show.
Fucking years.
10 years.
We talk about these guys all the time. And I truly love this group of people.
Some Nico
included, Taylor included.
I really like Nico's my OG Disharmony guy, so you know I got a gun locked and loaded for his enemies straight up.
It makes me very happy and very proud to see this group of people who I genuinely consider like my little brothers from the South doing so much.
Just some chicken eating motherfuckers.
Some hot brown
who ground from nothing
to make hot brown notes.
And really like a big reason why this fest is what it is.
Oh, I think that's undeniable.
because of the work that they put in.
There was a tweet, I think it was Colin Feeney, who is also directly responsible for basically everything we just talked about, including my own band, that restaurants in the area reported like doing great over this weekend, which again, I don't think would be happening if not for Knocked Loose. Just like literally taking a county, putting it on their back, and they're in Australia right now.
And not only that, that county is called Old Ham.
Old Ham County.
And you made Old Ham a thing that people want to wear.
Yeah.
You must be incredible.
And they are.
Great job.
So nothing but love and respect for them. I could put we met them in 2017. By the end of that tour, I could have put them over ad nauseum. Like forever.
You did.
And I have, yeah.
You have before many did, I would say.
They're so legit and so real at what they're doing. So that was really cool. That was fun. And I'm glad that their parents all got to be there and watch.
My girl Brandy Garris.
Brandy. Yeah.
My bestie.
So fun and so cool and huge. Very important.
Yeah, it was huge. The matinee after show was the next day.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait for this. Dude, fuck after shows, right?
I mean, you want to know something? Alex, Ryan, and Colin Feeney again. Saw them Friday. I'm sure they were at the pre-show. I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah.
But
we didn't even talk about that because we couldn't go.
Exactly. But Friday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, matinee after show. No. Just like nonstop going on walkie-talkies, taking care of fucking biz.
I mean, this is their nut. This weekend is their nut.
Crazy. And if you mess with my nut,
you mess with their dome, and then nobody messed with their nut, which is great. Let's talk about this matinee after show real quick. I'm psyched to have gotten to play. In general,
of course.
Once upon a time, I played a United Blood after show, where our set time was 3 a.m. So I swore him off after once and for all. Was like, I'm never fucking playing after show again.
You'd have to.
This was a matinee.
Yep.
So this was different. So I love that. I love that it was over at a reasonable hour.
Yep. I got there a little late. Slept in that day.
Must be nice.
Yep, it was. Got there late. Who was playing? It was
Morbid Visions opened up from Little Rock, featuring my boy Ted on bass. They opened with a riff that like I had to like sit down after they played. I was like, oh, shit.
That's sick.
Sentenced to Die was up next.
Mm-hmm.
Had never heard them before.
Were all of these bands on Maggot Stomp?
No.
But
it was like curated by Maggot Stomp.
Oh, cool. That's even better, honestly.
Terminal Nation, who are, I guess, big friends of the show.
Hey.
So thank you, Terminal Nation.
Thanks, lads, lass, others.
Thanks, Terminal Nation. It was
it was stacked, bands. And then, yeah.
Tribal Gaze. God damn, fellas. I can't get enough Tribal Gaze.
I was here for this. So what was the band that was right before Tribal Gaze?
Terminal Nation.
Terminal Nation. So I got there during Terminal Nation.
Okay.
And they was that who covered Cold as Life?
Cold as Life, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Which is again like
I was there.
Yeah.
That's that's like the inverse of the Machine Head cover.
Of Gates to Hell doing Machine Head, which they did again at the after show. So it was like, I remember saying to somebody while they were playing it at the fest, I was like, it's Machine Head. And they were like, what? And then they played it again. I was standing next to the same person. I was like, there it is. It's Machine Head again. Tribal Gaze. Man.
Taylor says
new album.
They're his favorite band.
I mean, he mixed their new LP,
right.
The 9 Choirs. Big friends of the show. Probably friends of the Bo, I would say.
Oh, maybe. All right.
My
favorite band,
Tribal Gaze. It's Bo's favorite band, Tribal Gaze. I can't put them over enough. Mm-hmm. First time getting to see him.
Oh, same.
Played all my favorite songs.
I assumed you had seen him a bunch. Wow.
Never.
Cool.
I don't know if it's announced yet, but there's going to be a 12-inch split
Ooh.
with Tribal Gaze
And a little band.
and Dead Body.
Wow. Maggot Stomp?
Closed casket. I don't know if I think maybe Maggot Stomp was part of it, but it's for sure a closed casket.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
It
Amazing.
might be a thing where like their songs are Maggot Stomp and ours are closed casket or something. Yeah.
Very cool.
Breaking news.
Breaking. HardLore.
And those our songs are written and pretty good. Dead Body was next. This was fun.
I'm going to describe Dead Body. Thank you.
Yeah.
I stood stage left to watch and critique everything that you did. I'm sorry to say that you did great. Taylor's Omni pedal sounds awesome on bass and
Oni,
guitar.
The Oni pedal.
Oh,
Oni
I'm
pedal.
sorry, Oni. Excuse me. I thought there was an M in there. This was obviously my first time getting to see you guys. It was really cool. I've been saying since 2013 that you guys should be singing together. And the whole fucking time it's, we sound too similar. And then here we are.
Yeah, and that's why I got to go, yeah.
Yeah, well,
So he goes,
10 years
"Whoa."
later, here we are.
Which, it takes time.
I love you saying, we're Dead Fucking Body, and Taylor doing them. Thanks. That was awesome.
The duality of man.
The duality of Young is very good.
It's us. My outer dialogue is his inner dialogue.
Right.
And his outer dialogue is my inner. I'm chilling on the inside. He's screaming on the inside.
They did something for all my guitar players out there, friends of the strings.
I'm scared.
The two guitar players did something during the second to last song where I think you're playing all strings open. It's during a chug part where they hold down the trem and just chug.
Right.
So they're standing there playing like this. And like, I've never seen that before. And when I got to the airport on Monday, the rest of your band was there. So I got to chill and hang out. And I was asking Taylor, where did you, and he was just like, I just wanted to do that. And I couldn't figure out how. So he invented something that I've never seen done on guitar before.
Wow. Nobody's done that?
I've never seen it. And I asked him and he said he didn't get it from anywhere.
Wow.
So holding the trem down with your fretting hand and then chugging with your right hand.
Just hitting a nasty ass open note. Well, I was just doing.
You're doing power chords on
the power for the
7
power chord.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
That's
loved that.
I gotta get better. I'll get a little better bass. I'll be honest.
Dude, you were playing.
I did some stuff, but when I'm too loud, I get really self conscious and it makes me play worse.
Yeah, I turned you down.
Thank you for that.
Did I turn you down too much?
No, that was when I was like, all right, now we're cooking.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Good. That was awesome. That was really fun. I was happy to see you guys play.
Excited to play today.
Tonight.
With Vomit 4th at midnight hour. Gates to Hell, once again, did the thing. They're the next big thing in Louisville, straight up, right?
I think so.
They're the prodigal sons, the new prodigal sons. I saw a lot of Gates to Hell shirts at the Gates to Hell show, which is generally like,
right.
Okay, guys, it's happening. Prepare. Damn, we're at hour 42.
I know. Well, we're almost done with this.
We're almost done. Fuming Mouth, again.
The Return of the Kings.
Return of the Kings.
You bow to no one.
It's going to be emotional for me every time I see that. Just because we were part of that first one, you know?
Yeah.
So it hits different. After the show, we did HardLore 3.
We really did.
God damn, we did a lot of shit.
We were really busy. I was exhausted by Sunday night.
Right now, I'm yawning because I'm thinking about how fucking time.
You're going to make me yawn from 1,800 miles away.
HardLore 3, maybe the funniest one.
Possibly the funniest one because nothing happened.
But the gag reel is going to go obscenely
hard. So we found, I'm not going to, without getting anything away, we found something pretty cool in the Louisville area that we went to explore, and it took us to other places, and then a local sent us to another place. That was really fun.
That was like, what are the odds?
Yeah, that was cool.
One of those organic moments that happens every time. I can't wait to see the gag reel.
Yeah.
Because that was the hardest I laughed.
Oh, really?
While we made one. Oh, my God.
The ending? The hardest I laughed was when you walked into the pool. And okay, cool. That's fun.
I think the penis thing was
We were
funny.
laughing really hard at that.
Yeah,
I couldn't say it.
That was good. I know. We're actors, straight up.
I'd be a terrible actor.
We were acting, though.
If I had to be on The Office, I'd be... I don't know how...
I've seen you act. You were pretty good.
Hey, thanks. Then we went and got donuts that were...
Worst dog shit I've ever had. What was that place called? Jack's Donuts or something?
I'm not gonna
Jeff? Jim?
I think it was Fred's Donuts.
No, it was not Fred.
Maybe Jeff's.
I think it was Jeff.
They had a sign.
If there's a Louisville chain called Jeff's Donuts, it's one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever eaten in my life.
Jesus Christ.
It was not a local place. It was a chain.
They had a sign that said, fresh hot donuts, open.
So I'm like, all right, we win. We found it.
The first thing you said, would you ask the guy as soon as
I was like, what's hot and fresh? He said, nothing.
They had a case chock full of donuts.
Nothing was fresh.
Nothing was
They
fresh.
were frosted with like cake frosting.
Yeah.
It was the worst dog shit I've ever eaten.
Not great.
Don't go to Jeff's Donuts. Maybe it was a bad day. It was not. If it was a local business, I'd be like, it's fine.
Yeah,
but it's for sure like I saw there's like 10 of them.
It was like a small chain.
Garbage.
Yeah, not good. Then we went back. Did you gamble? You did gamble that night, didn't you? Or Taylor did.
Not that night, no. I went to bed. I had to leave the next day.
Yeah, that's right. So then we went to bed. You guys woke up. We got breakfast. Back to the Waffle House. And then
we went home, went our separate ways, and here we are talking again.
Barely 24 hours. Can't get this guy out of my ass. But that's going to be our last travel thing for a minute, right? Till like June?
Is, yeah. We're done till tied down.
Till tied down, right? So a lot of normal interviews coming up. Yeah. But that was great. Overall, how do you feel?
Very, very friendly fest experience, I would say.
It was really accommodating and cool and
drama free.
Yeah.
No, not a single fight.
I thought that, so during Volcano, I was like, oh, there's a fight because there was like blah blah blah.
No, it was just a wall of death.
They were doing a wall of death.
Yeah.
They got me.
Love it.
They got me.
Very, very accommodating, very friendly fest experience. A lot of new faces. Mm-hmm. A lot of terrible stage dives. So we're gonna have to work on that.
You pulling up Twitter and I'll pull up.
I got the gram in front of me.
You got the gram. You want me to do Twitter?
Yeah. Let's do that. We're gonna go to the Instagram and the Twitter now to close it out. See what you guys had to say. Mm-hmm. See what your thoughts were. See what questions you got. Ooh. First one, did the man Colin body slam during Pain of Truth survive? Yes, he's great. Xavier is unkillable no matter what I did, and like I said, he's gonna get his revenge, and it's gonna be sick.
This is a good one, and you have an opinion on this. This fest was straight up 808s and heartbreaks. So many bass drops. Are they essential to a good live breakdown?
No, they're not.
They're not even a little bit. They help.
I think they're fun,
and they can add a depth.
It can be a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot like drop tuning, you know?
Mm-hmm.
If you need to tune down for your part to be hard, maybe it ain't that hard. If you need an 808 for your part to be hard, maybe it ain't that hard. I do think they're fun.
They're a tool just like anything else.
They're a tool.
If you have a pinched harmonic in every song, then it's going to get old, you know. Then again,
that's right.
Zach Wilde's out there fucking squealing all over the place.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Yeah, true.
What kind of Ibanez was Bo using during Weapon X? What kind of bass is Colin using during Dead Body? What kind of Ibanez you using, Bo?
I was using a Ibanez. It was an AZ.
You Googling it?
I'm Googling it just to get them because they have crazy models. It's probably my one critique of Ibanez. My one like real criticism is like, why aren't these models just called like the Killer or something? Like they're all fucking.
It's like Sony. Have you ever seen Sony's headphone model names?
No.
It's like XM4 235 1000.
Come on, brothers.
Rather than just being like one.
Yeah. So these are the AZES is the model that I was
Terrible
using.
name.
And not a great model name, but plays so good. Probably gonna be my Harm's Way main like backup moving on because I like the Les Paul.
And what matters other than that?
Nothing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I lied. It's the AZ24046.
Oh my God, that's awful. Mine was a Fender Precision Bass with a precise name. The stage was way too tall, LOL. Stage diving sucked, especially when no one wants to catch a full-grown 285-pound man.
I mean, that's a big boy.
But also,
I don't want to catch him.
But like, if he was jumping from not the Empire State Building,
yes.
yeah, I could catch him. You know?
Yeah.
But that stage was Empire State.
I was watching on the stream, and someone claimed they were having to watch from the bathroom because the on-site hot dogs were not sitting well with their stomach. And then the next reply is, "That was me, bruh." That's pretty awesome, actually.
Oh, the bathroom situation was a fucking disaster.
Oh, but we found.
Sorry, guys.
We found a haven.
I don't know. Should we?
Why?
That? There was a secret bathroom in the back.
There was a secret bathroom. It was outside.
Outside.
Anyone could have gone.
You
to
had
it.
to brave a blizzard to get
Yeah.
there.
Anyone could go to it, but it smelled like cinnamon.
Yeah.
It was. Warm.
There was a for lack of a better way to describe it, there was a millennial gray looking bathroom in the LDB parking lot.
It's giving women's confidence.
It was truly giving. Sponsored by Hobby Lobby. Sauce on top or sauce on the side? Which do you prefer?
I am always on the side, with the exception of like a pasta or pizza or something where it's like kind of infrastructural. But like, if I can get pretty much any sauce on the side, I love to dip. I like to manage my own.
I like to dip too. I'm with you. I like to do it on and on the side for pretty much everything.
Would you rather be thrown up on from behind by a stranger or get photoshopped out of a kind-hearted meet and greet photo like Bo?
I'd rather get photoshopped out of a kind-hearted meet and greet photo.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't throw up on me. I'll fucking kill you. I'll shoot you in the head. Yeah. Official bev of LDB.
Monster.
The White Monster.
Monster, baby.
The White Monster. 0.
Hey, you know what stage we played on Warped Tour? The Mutant White Lightning Monster stage.
Wow.
Do you have any solutions to combat the stage potato pandemic? I don't think it really exists.
No, I don't think it's a problem.
I think people blow it out of proportion. And you need to realize that at these fests, when there's lots of friends and lots of people from out of town and family or whatever, 20, 30 people on stage is not that crazy. There's 5 people in a band. It's not that crazy.
I probably knew 1,000 or like genuinely like 200 people at that fest.
Hundreds of people. Easily. By name. In my phone.
Yes. When I'm playing, I've said it before, when I'm playing a set and I see 30 people on stage, I'm like, wow, thank you guys so much for being up here.
Yes.
This is really nice.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, wow, you like me.
Now, don't get me wrong. There are people who definitely do that because they want to be seen as.
There are people who should not be there.
Of course. But that's not my job to police.
Exactly.
The only thing I care about is if the people I want to be up there are up there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You good over there? Somebody breaking in?
I'm good. I was just checking. I'm like seeing different colors. It's crazy. I'm getting a migraine. Differences between U.S. festivals and Euro festivals you guys been to? Bathrooms, air conditioning, catering.
The one thing that Europe really does right are large fests.
Oh, yeah.
They get money often from the state government. Yeah. So it's a little different.
It's not fair.
It's not. Yeah, it's really apples to oranges. You're talking about tens and tens of thousands of whatever their units are. So it is not fair. However, it can be done. LDB was fantastic. Sound and Fury, fucking fantastic.
Really, I can't imagine what they could do better,
Just more of the stuff.
More of the stuff.
But that's it. It was shocking. So that's the biggest difference. It's just kind of like hospitality and stuff. But look, it's money. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Can't always be done. I'd much rather a fest put the money into making a really good lineup and making sure people are safe than anything.
Which they did, which LDB for sure did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's Free Monster. Who fucking cares?
Let's hear about mic grabs. It's kind of vague. You're a singer.
Yeah.
How do you feel about somebody trying to grab a mic from you? when you were doing twitching, was that a compliment? Was it fuck you?
No, it was exciting for me.
Okay, next question.
I'm fine with it. I always turned it into a really intimate moment, you know? You know, I like to touch people's faces. And
oh, yeah, you do
stuff.
the head thing.
Yeah, I want them. I'm blessing them in that.
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fine with me. If you know if you don't know the words, I'm going to, like, make a funny face at you. I'm going to expose you for the rat that you are.
Yeah.
But if you know them, I'm going to love you for the rest of my life. Was Colin worried about his pants ripping again? They maybe did a little bit. I'll be honest with you.
No way.
The other pair, the green one.
Oh, okay, the green one.
Little ripple in the crotch.
Huh.
What can
How
you do?
badass was the wheelchair stage dive? Look, very badass, very cool.
So scary.
So scary. All I could think about was somebody's fingers getting like
Oh, in the spool.
in the spokes of the
spoke
wheels.
spool.
Oh my! In the spool.
Yeah, that would have been fucking awful. But I mean, obviously, 1,000 things happen at every fest where people are like, "Yo, this could be the viral moment. I'm going to be part of the viral moment." Nothing stood a chance against this. You know,
No, of course not. They stage dove.
Yeah,
In a wheelchair.
The first I've seen.
Yeah, easy.
So that was historic. I was so scared for them. The stage is 1 billion feet tall.
How many pulled pork sandwiches did you guys eat?
I didn't eat one pulled pork.
Not one.
I'm not a big pulled pork guy.
I love pulled pork.
Is Tribal Gaze the best band on planet Earth? Maybe.
What is your favorite cell phone service provider?
Fuck them all, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I switched to AT&T within the last 6 months. I've had zero problems. I don't know what it's gonna be like when we go overseas, but
I've had AT&T for 20 years.
Oh, really? No shit.
Yeah, and
My service the whole weekend was good though. I was fine.
Yeah, no, it was fine. In Europe one time I had Verizon, and it was significantly better.
Oh,
so something was happening there.
Yeah, I think Verizon's like the one.
Their network, they got the best network. T-Mobile's on there now. You know, so who knows?
That's who I left. They were terrible. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, I know your answer. How would you compare the stresses of getting ready to play at a fest versus having, quote unquote, I'm adding the quotes, having to do podcast stuff?
Yo, this is 10 times more stressful for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
This is
I did not know your answer.
This is improvisational.
Yeah, but like we're good at it.
I mean, I hope so. You know, we're not always going to be. Like the songs are scripted. They're done.
Oh, interesting.
You just got to play them good. This can go horribly awry, as we've seen a couple times. And there's less control over this. We got to be on. And like, can't just be us. We got to be on in a way that justifies the show existing, you know?
And being on for 25 minutes.
It's fucking hard.
No, I'm saying for 25 minutes at a fest is like, okay, we're at an hour 57.
Yeah.
You know?
But this is a different kind of on. This is you and me.
But you're saying at the fest.
At the fest, it's different, you know? I'm very stressed the whole time.
Interesting. Okay. I did not.
But I'm like a silent warrior. You know?
Yeah, you are. I had no idea. Yeah. I for sure thought you would have been like, dude, playing drums, like Sound and Fury, you were stressing.
Because I wanted to rock.
And you wanted it to be over and not worry about it.
I wanted to play.
We also did
and it's also different between singing drums and bass. Dead Body, I'm like, get me fucking up there, dude. Because bass is so fun to play. Drums, there's so many factors, you know?
You're also, you're in a unique position as a drummer, for God's sake, because you're not just a drummer.
No, I got to sing a lot.
And you have the brain that's going, are all these parts going as they're supposed to because you fucking manufactured them. How many McDonald's value meals did you burn by windmilling and spin kicking?
Less than one. Less than one. Will you be at House of Disorder in Atlanta? Hope so. It's possible.
Favorite horror video game? Do you play any horror games?
Resident Evil 7.
I would say Outlast 2. Second.
You love Outlast 2.
Love Outlast 2.
Resident Evil 7 in 2020 was the first time I played it because Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights got canceled. So I was chasing some kind of scare. I wanted to feel that fear. And it like got me back into being scared. You know?
Someone asked if we could briefly recap the AFI show as well. Did we not? Yeah, I guess we didn't because we had Jamie.
I mean, it was incredible.
It was awesome. Choir Boy played 4 songs, which was a bummer.
They played 4 songs?
4 songs. They had a very short
a lot
set.
longer than that. Chelsea Wolf was like the best sounding thing I've ever seen.
Ever heard.
Jawbreaker, you'd have to zell me.
You'd have to zell me.
AFI, the best set of all time.
Tore the house down.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the vibe of just being like, here's the record. That's all you're getting.
Peace.
Later. That was one of my best, one of the best weekends I've ever had.
Yeah, we had a good time.
I had a really good time. So thank you publicly, let me say. Thank you to you and Lana for putting that.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Awesome.
Well. Anytime.
Shout out to Monster for the free drinks all weekend. Can't be said enough.
Yeah, no, agreed. Does stage moshing trump the 3-second on stage rule? Where's the line?
This is a great question.
It's a case by case basis.
It is. If you are a friend of the band, involved in some way with the scene, you know,
like locally,
if you're like, it like for example, if there was some show and Brody was there and he's doing some gimmick on stage, but he's not playing the show. Yeah. I think that's like fine. He's like a guy.
People would be like, "Yo, that was sick."
Okay,
that's a moment.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
If you're some jobber,
yeah,
getting up there, getting your shit in,
yeah,
and you don't get the fuck off. Come on, you got to earn that.
And that's where stage diving comes from.
It does.
Originally, back in the day, you're trying to get off before the bouncer grabbed you and threw your ass off.
Yeah.
So I kind of think like we kind of need a little bit of the like whatever. Describe this noise I'm about to make. Like whatever that is.
He's going to get me.
Yeah, we need
it should be just like taking out the trash at night.
Yes. Or turning off the basement lights and going
so
upstairs.
Scary.
That's what stage
you
diving
should be running back to bed.
And you can get a couple windmills in if you want, but he's going to get your ankle.
They're going to get you.
Yeah.
What was the worst best stage dive? The worst stage dive was done by Tyler Short.
Really?
Because his full body landed on a monitor. Oh. It was disgusting.
Did he go to run off it and slip? Like it
No,
gave out?
He dove as if there was a crowd there. But he under jumped a little bit and full body monitor. And it was during your set. I was disgusted. And he was MVP of the weekend, mosh-wise, you know? You can't stop this motherfucker from moshing. But then he went and disgusted
his
me.
own body can't stop him from moshing.
He's sick in the head, man. He can't stop. It was disgusting. I never seen impact like that. Oh. It was Faces of Death, dude. It was awful. And then he got up and he was like, oh, and then dove again, and then got up to the side and was just like, oh.
I gotta get up.
I Tyler, if you're listening, I hated that. for you. You know, I worried.
Speaking of, shout out to the medical team. They were busy all weekend.
Great job, medical team.
Great job. Who threw
only outperformed by the Monster Tent, really.
Yeah, really. Who threw a fucking mic stand at me during Koyo? I know who it was, but I'm not saying. Best backdrop videos.
You know who?
I did see a couple cool ones.
No Pressure had a good one. The Terror one was mesmerizing.
Loved it.
I couldn't stop looking at it.
I would love if this became like the standard.
Oh, dude.
Like so I love a banner. Don't get me wrong. But dude, like AFI.
Yeah.
They
had a movie behind them.
Dude, that was fucking awesome. Also, here's one thing I would like to point out about AFI. it's very common for modern big bands, and we're talking about a platinum selling big band, to be playing to tracks, to be playing to not really fully be performing, whatever. AFI stopped twice during their set on a fucking dime.
Oh yeah,
on a
so you
dime.
know that, and that's really how you know.
And that's how you know that they're performing, they're playing
every aspect.
There's
of it.
no, and then picked up at like a random spot. I don't. even
They
know.
looked at each other and they were like, chorus,
right there, and then just picked up right. So like, I was very relieved to see that. I was very impressed to see that.
Because at first there were some parts where we were like, "Damn, is he really screaming?
Is he doing that? I think that might be piped in, or that might be like a trick, like the sound is doing it. Nope,
not at all.
Nope. So that's cool to see. Something I did want to say about AFI. 2 questions back to back. How was the casino? We went.
It was incredible. I chased and I caught. Question for Bo: thoughts on you being part of Weapon X? Would you consider being in more edge bands or even fronting one?
What are you laughing at?
I would give anything to be in the Bo fronted straight edge band.
Why?
Because I want to.
Why?
I need it.
Why did you laugh before you
So write me a lyric. Write me a straight edge lyric.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I want to be in the band.
You laughed.
It sounds awesome. It was a laugh of joy and celebration.
You just got your answer, listener.
You would never do it?
Colin can go fuck himself.
I want to be in the band, Bo. Please let me in.
Someone else said, "Did anyone?"
What would you call your straight edge band that you sing in?
Did anyone else get sick eating one of the hot dogs from inside?
At least one other person did. But Bo, don't skip the straight edge band. Are you gonna sing?
I love it. I've been straight edge for fucking ever.
Yeah,
and I think it's dope, and I enjoy doing it. I've never sang in a band. I sang in Wolf Note, but it was like pretty. You know, it was like nice singing. I've never screamed in a band outside of like some Harm's Way stuff.
Which those parts are amazing.
They're fun. Yeah, I like doing it. I certainly would, but you know.
I'd have to write it.
Next question. Yeah, if you write it, I'll sing it. You know what I mean?
I can't. I got no more room.
You're out.
My mind is full. Must visit food spots in Louisville. I loved
Waffle
Hammerheads.
Oh, see, I didn't go to Hammerheads.
I loved it.
I went to the Cheesecake Factory at one of the St. Matthews. I had an excellent meal. Leftovers
I got the PBLT from Hammerheads.
What'd you have?
The PBLT.
What is that?
It's a pork belly, lettuce and tomato.
And you said the pork belly was outstanding.
It was crumbling within me. You know, just like, I'm sorry.
I love a BLT. I love a club. A turkey club from just any shitty diner with a whole mess of fries.
Yeah, this looked like shitty diner vibes, but then like every item was amazing. So Hammerheads was my favorite, and then the one hotel, what was it called?
1917 or something.
No,
wasn't it called the Brown?
No,
the Brown Hotel.
You'll see in the Brian movie. What fests have the hardest, craziest crowd you dudes have ever seen?
It used to be United Blood.
Yeah.
Have I told the Bad Seed story, right?
I got rocked by Jared Carmen during Bad Seed at Rainfest one time.
Shout out Jared Carmen. I love you, Jared.
Straight up, dude. A gangster.
You found respect for Jared Carmen.
True gangster, yeah.
We really quickly, United Blood one year, someone hit like a sprinkler and it flooded out the venue. So they had to like they had to like stop the show, turn the water off, get all the water out, and then at the back of imagine just like a long rectangle venue with like a balcony above everything. But at the back there was a garage door that went to an alley. So they had opened those doors to let all the water out and then kind of left it open because it was like muggy. During Bad Seed, I was walking in that alley to get back into the show to watch Bad Seed, and people were literally like lemmings getting moshed out of this garage door into the alley, like, wah! Like falling out a couple of feet above the street. That was one of the craziest things. And like Bad Seed was known, especially at that time, for being just like super rowdy because like all the older dudes in the area like loved him, you know,
which is so fun. Like thinking about like who they are as guys.
Yeah,
that just every old ass beater just decided at once like we're gonna put on.
Yeah, bad seed's the one. Yeah, and that was one of the craziest things I've ever actually seen.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
Thank you.
I've been rocked harder during Bad Seed than maybe any other band.
That's funny. That like, and I'm not even saying that because of your answer. When somebody asks me that question, that's what comes to mind. That's really.
Oh,
funny.
You're 100% right. Huh. Does Colin's hair get ripped out using that bass strap? You asked me the same thing.
I sure did.
Hey, every time.
Every fucking time.
Taking it off. You can't take it off without a little bit of strand getting caught in a spike, and it immediately tangles in a way that's like untangleable. So yes, every time I get a good chunk out.
It's a damn shame.
Oh, this is a fun question. Mm-hmm. Would you guys consider doing a live podcast?
Maybe.
Maybe
we'll do a few of them.
Maybe we'll do 8 in a row.
Maybe they'll be in different cities. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be on the East Coast. Maybe it's in September.
I don't know.
This is a great question. Colin, a question for Colin. Saw you getting a casino hand pay. Thoughts on tipping the person giving you the hand pay?
Oh my! You gotta put in the video. This video. Colin tipped the guy, which I've never gotten a hand pay. I didn't even know maybe that was etiquette. Okay, so now I know. That's great.
They break your bills in that last 100.
I got you.
For a reason.
I got you. So Colin tipped the guy, but dropped both bills and they fell. And in the video you go, oh shit. And then Andy and I like lost our minds. I stifled a laugh so hard that my ear popped.
Perfect.
Like I like so hard that my ear went. So that was great.
You got a tip. Where are the mosh clips from Bo?
Mosh? I'm not I can show you. Well, there was the Joe Hardcore one where I was wrong about where I did my Superman.
Dude, and that fucking clip. Oh my god. I watched that for a full day.
You sent me voice memos of just you laughing about it.
Do you have them?
I do. I mean, yeah, I have them.
You kept them?
Yeah.
Send them over.
All right, I will.
I'll put them in.
All right. The reason I look so silly at that point is because that was like that was still youth crew era. You know what I mean? I didn't know, but I wanted to know.
Yeah.
You know?
It's so awesome. It's one of the best mosh entrances I think I've ever seen. If not the number one all time. It's so good. I could not physically replicate for any amount of money.
I cover a lot of ground. I'm moving.
How did you get there?
I have no idea.
I mean, now I have to have
now
put it in already.
Shit.
Question for Colin: are we ever going to see Switching Tongues play again? I don't know. Don't know.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Q for both as Edgeman. This is a long one. God damn. What are your thoughts on the implications of the edge ideology versus those who may struggle with addictions and substance use issues? That's a lot.
That's the whole question.
I think you're overthinking it.
I think so too. I had somebody, when we were doing merch, I had somebody come up to me and he was a young guy. He was in college, just started, so young. And he said, like, I don't have any straight edge friends where I'm at. I'm just recently straight edge. I'm sitting on weekends. I'm like sitting at home, like not going out because I don't want to be around that stuff. Like, what do you do? And I think that's probably the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, but also if you're sitting around not wanting to be around that stuff because you're tempted by it, that's different.
That wasn't the vibe. It was more
he just doesn't. That's not.
I'm straight edge, therefore.
Oh, no.
And it's like, no, just go out and just realize how funny everyone's being.
Straight edge should only be a deeply personal thing. It's about you.
It's just for you.
So if it's like, if you think, and yeah, the lyrics are like funny and silly and crazy.
Yes.
But they're lyrics.
Yes.
It's like nobody I don't know. Unless you're a kid.
Yeah. When
I see a cig smoker and I'm like, that's gross.
Yeah.
Because you stink like shit.
But when I was 16.
But also you look dope.
Yeah.
You know?
When I was 16, it was like, I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah. And then you grow up and you're like, okay, well, your life is worse than mine. Because
and I think
of that.
everybody goes through those cycles of.
It's only about you. Nothing else.
And also, I think the older I've gotten, like if I have a straight edge friend, let's say you, and you're going through some shit, you're depressed, whatever, I would much rather you try microdosing this or that as opposed to getting on SSRIs and potentially causing yourself all kinds of other problems.
Just fucking shoot me.
I'm just saying, if something works for, it's about the function to me.
Sure.
So I personally, like, I don't believe in like blanket statements.
Oh yeah, that's the thing.
It's
It's not. You can't. It's no. There is no
everybody's
blanketing.
different, and I
It's
think
about
that's
you.
fine.
This is a great question.
Okay.
One or two things you can't forget to pack when you travel to these fests, and why is it the crop preserver and reviver from Manscaped?
Wow, I have a new love for Manscaped.
The body wash.
The foot duster.
Oh, see, I can't use it all the time
Yeah, because you
on the count of the open wounds.
you're a mutant.
but other than that, the reviver for me is the one. The preserver is hard to travel with because my bottle's so big.
Oh, true.
I couldn't bring that body wash home, by the way.
They made you throw it out?
No, I couldn't close the lid. I didn't know how to do it.
Oh, why didn't you ask me?
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
So you threw it away?
Well, or I left it for the next resident.
Jesus Christ.
I'll get another one.
The foot duster is awesome. If you got stank foot, it smells really nice. And I noticed I would put it on before our day. And then when I got back to the room, wearing boots, Doc Martens all day, you're going to be stanking. And they were not that bad. I was very impressed.
Man. I got to get something comfortable to be wearing these fucking things.
Dude.
My dogs are howling.
Dude, I mean, you're wearing Red Wings for like 12 hours a day.
I know.
That's insane.
I know. They look sick.
They look awesome. I have 2 pair. I can't wear them that long. Need you some Docs.
You're right.
Big fan. Anything to wrap us up?
Let's see how we wrap it up. Oh, the Triple B ads on the backdrops were legendary.
And the Days ones too.
Days ones, the Magasound ones, and the Disorder ones. But I think
The Triple B ones.
Triple B took the crown 100%. What's
Sam's
the
a
last?
genius.
Yeah, he really is a genius. He's a marketing god, man. God, shut up. A lot of them that just made me think, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I had a great time. Can't wait for next year. Hope to play.
I really like going. I really like going to these fests.
Yeah.
It's cool to see how other places are like changing and growing and how they behave and what's accepted. It's straight up crazy that we were at a 2-day fest of all hard music and I didn't hear about one fight.
That I like never before in history, right?
No.
It was beef free.
It's crazy. It was a vegetarian ass fest.
World of Pleasure hates vegetarians. Go vegan, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of, I'm definitely going to go get McDonald's right now.
Are you?
That's dinner. I decided when we do an episode, that's dinner.
McDonald's.
I'm not going to cook at 7:30. Like, I haven't gone to the store or anything. So it's like, it's right up the street. It's 24 hours. Let's go.
You know what I do as soon as we wrap every single episode?
What's that?
I piss for the rest of my life. I pee for the rest of the day.
You pee
every time
you
we
pee
stop.
until the next episode.
100%. I'm peeing right now.
Prove it. Well, all right. Is that it?
That's it for that. Yeah. What are you doing tonight?
A lot of Mickeys. I got a band phone call in an hour.
What does that entail?
Oh, we got plans we got to talk about for the rest of the year. We got stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be editing this. If you want to,
Oh, cool.
give me a call or send me a meme or two. You know,
I could do that.
this is fun. We never do this.
We
right?
don't know. We
On
never
the
do
end of the
this
show.
when we don't know how to rap. Because you're always in a mood. Yeah.
Excuse me.
It's always I gotta edit this fucking thing. But for
Oh
some
well,
reason,
it's a 1 day turnaround now.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Tuesday. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
oh,
worship
yeah.
me, you motherfucker. All right. Thank you so much for listening. This is yet another episode of HardLore. After 4 weeks of record-breaking growth week to week,
We'll see where this one lies.
I could imagine this being the end of the growth. But if you went to LDB, let us know your thoughts on it in the comments below.
And if you're thinking about whether or not to go next year, if you've not been
You gotta
before,
go.
you should go. This was a really good one.
It was good.
It felt crazy.
And once again, come to our whatnot tomorrow.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah.
first-
We should plug that. I mean, we're
doing an ad.
We'll do an ad.
The ad, they'll all have already seen the ad, so
Okay.
don't worry.
But reminder,
Yeah.
tomorrow, 7:30 Central, I believe.
Yeah. That's it.
7:30 Central. We're going to have some stuff.
It's going to be sick as fuck. So
gonna be
follow,
really sick.
down, click the link in the description.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be an extension of this episode. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, true.
It's going to look exactly like you're going to look like you're in a live episode of HardLore, but
And
you're going to
then-
be at a private auction.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
I can't.
You can get whatever you want.
I gotta dig. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do. I got good stuff. We got to upload it now. So get your stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Christ. Okay.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week with, I think it's Devin from Sanguisuga Box. So that's going to be a good one.
That's gonna be a good one. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.